um, what do you call it? What do you call it, Cody?
She's a Quincy.
She's a Quincy. Got Quincy. I can't believe that's crazy. I've never thought that, and how the Zompactos are them. And then in this season, Kenpachi gets how he gets his Bonkai is freaking amazing.
Oh yeah, that fighting the actual first Kenpachi. That reveal was big too.
Yeah, that was huge. It sucks that she's now dead, though. Spoilers, guys. Spoilers.
Yeah, she was weaker. What can you say? She was holding them back.
Rosko.
Nice to meet you.
Rosko, what is up, man? It is Roscoe's late night addiction with
Rosko got frozen.
this guy. Oh shoot, man.
Yeah.
Just lost in that.
All right, guys. Well, this is Roscoe's late night addiction. Let's hit that intro. Welcome to Late Night with Rosko.
If you ever want to geek out with Rosko.
Yeah.
Do it with Rosko.
Oh, there you go.
That is the best slogan ever.
We lost Roscoe for a second. I just want to say thank you, Noah, man. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Tori, for joining us tonight. This is Roscoe's Late Night Addiction. Just want to shout out the chat. There's Phil. Uncle Phil is in the building. What's up, Phil? What's up, Trev, the shipping guru, my dad. Ahoy, Captain.
Captain.
We got Kyle, wheelchair superhero. We got John Stout in the building. John, we're going to be talking a little bit DC tonight. We got Cali Comics in the building. We got Tricky Trapster in the building.
Hey, Trapster.
What, Tricky?
Kyle.
Kyle. We got K-Pop Junkie.
K-pop.
We got Rolando Flores in the building. And I think... Oh, we got Beefit. Beefit. We got the lovely Cindy.
Mamaroski.
We got Mark. Hashtag We Are Legion. Come down the list. I think that's it for now. We got 12 people watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Hello, Tony.
Old Wolf.
Usually we open this up with Roscoe doing an unboxing, but he's kind of not here.
He's rebooting his machine.
His internet must be being weird like mine's being weird this evening.
Well, we even got the captain here by picture.
He's always in spirit, right?
Tori, thanks for joining. I think this is the first time we've ever been on stream together.
Officially, I think you are absolutely correct.
By the way, congrats on your win on the hunt this past week. There's no doubt in my mind that you're going to beat CJ. He's probably still tallying up those votes and saying he won, but
oh wow, CJ got whooped again.
It's the Slabby Awards is in 2 weeks, and I'm actually going against Lady because they have to put the ladies against each other.
Oh, what's Lady?
I will be up against Dan.
Up against Dan.
Yeah. So he's coming in as the lawyer. So
as the lawyer this time. Okay, that's why I was like, wait a minute, which Dan are we getting? Won't lie, I've considered a second Hunt character. I just haven't decided who I would like enough for a second.
What is up? There's about to crash, but I wanted to stop in and quickly say hello, my beautiful homies. What is up? What were you thinking?
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't even. I've done looked a little, but none of them have struck my interest enough to be like, oh, let's have a second character. So I guess it's just Amazon forever.
Yeah, I know Rosko wants to do a tag team with me against some people and create new characters and stuff, but I don't know yet what we're planning. Kind of thrown off right now. Roscoe's not here.
I know. I can tell you're like shit. I want to continue with the stream, but I don't know how I should continue with the stream right now.
Well, I guess we can kind of talk a little bit of DC news and stuff. So joining us for the first time is James Gunn. Welcome, James.
Hey, everybody.
Gunn.
I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC has been disconnected in film and television for a long time. And it's one of our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that, like Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go.
What? Outside of what?
Outside of the normal DCU, so they're gonna have the upcoming stories and stuff, but so we're gonna have the Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman, and the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, in its own Elseworlds.
Elsewhere.
So-
Yeah,
They
so-
have that
Elseworlds were kind of a variant of DC's. Oh, what would you consider a what if? They were their what ifs.
Yeah.
Type.
They have that device available. Why didn't they do that already? Instead of trying to fix everything into pressers and
That's why he got rid of half the stuff. He's just we need to start off with a clean slate and move forward and not worry about all of this other stuff that's happening. But the stuff that has been on its standalone, Matt Reeves, the Batman, was on had no connection with anything. The Joker definitely had no connection with everything. It's its own take on the Joker.
Yeah. You want me to play?
Yeah, hit play. I just want to say hello to Flo.
Labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity. Now, Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love that resets the entire DC universe. Then to move into Blue Beetle, a fantastic film about a kid who's a marvelous part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you about now. So Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to...
So hold on. So they're gonna use a flash as a reset button,
Like a flashpoint.
flashpoint. So Aquaman 2 is not gonna be sequel to Aquaman, but interrupt the Flash. Is right after the Flashpoint.
Did he say that was because
If he's doing a reset, I mean that's basically if he's using Flash for a reset, I would take that as his Flashpoint being done in the DCU where he's resetting the whole thing like Flash does in the comics.
Yeah, so the Aquaman 2 is disconnected from Aquaman 1 because Flashpoint happened.
Yeah, so is it going to be like its own entity at that point?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah,
It's like a
because-
full-on
yeah.
reset of every movie, even though it's carrying a 2 with it.
Well, and here's the thing too, because
That
it
is going to
did-
be confusing as shit.
because Aquaman, I never thought about that because Aquaman's coming out after the Flash.
Yeah,
So he's
like
saying-
after the Flashpoint reset, I guess.
Yeah, because what he just said was Flashpoint's going to reset everything, and
Yep.
that's going to lead into Aquaman 2. So it seems like the Aquaman 2 is connection to Flashpoint.
Yeah,
Flashpoint
he's using the
movie.
Flash as
Not a
like the
connection to
Flashpoint as
Aquaman
they
1
did in the
movie.
comics, is how I'm taking that, and he's going to reset the whole DCU. But if that's the case, yeah, Aquaman 2 coming out third does not make sense unless it's its own entity.
It might Tricky says, it might not even be called Aquaman 2. It might be its own thing. It just be considered just kind of like how I don't know, because they kind of rebooted the Suicide Squad, but they didn't.
Yeah, but at the same time, like kind of going with what Tricky said, instead of calling it Aquaman 2, couldn't it just be Aquaman insert subtitle?
Yeah, whatever it's going to be, Aquaman and
Yeah, because like you just
whatever.
said Shazam and Battle of the Gods or whatever that title
Fury
was.
of the Gods, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're probably just going to get like hero's name, subtitle of movie rather than chronological stuff.
Waterboy 2. But it's Waterboy 1. It's two.
Oh, that is great.
Okay. Let me know when you want me to stop anytime, guys, okay?
To map out an 8 to 10 year plan of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming. This first chapter is called Gods and Monsters. Now, this, what I'm about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter. It's not the entire first chapter. The first project is Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is an animated series. I've written all the episodes. Something we're going to do that's a little bit different at DC is we're going to have characters move into animation, out of animation, usually having the same actor play their voice as who plays them in live action. The next project up is Waller. This is a story of Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis. Viola Davis is going to team up with members of Team Peacemaker, and this is a story that's been created by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created.
So pause it there, right there. Like
Huh?
this is the only actress that's been in like the DCU for a while. Like Viola Davis has been Waller. Nobody's played Waller's throughout the DC movies at all. And there's our verification that Peacemaker is going to continue because Team Peacemaker. She doesn't even call it the Suicide Squad. It's Team Peacemaker.
Was she in the Justice League movie, side character?
Yeah, she's played Waller through every iteration, except for the TV shows, of course. Like it was played by a different actress in Arrow, the Arrowverse, and that. But other than that, she's been Amanda Waller throughout.
Cool. I mean, go ahead.
Fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people to see it. Okay, next up is the big one, the true beginning of the DCU. This is called Superman Legacy. This is being written by me. I'm in the middle of it. I'm having a great time doing it. And Superman will be released into theaters July 11th, 2025. Okay, the next thing is a big premiere HBO television series called Lanterns. This is a story of a couple of Green Lanterns, John Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a few other Lanterns peppered in there, but this is really a terrestrial-based TV show, which is almost like True Detective, with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth.
Is this the first time we're getting John Stewart
that ties into our larger
Green Lantern stuff?
Yeah, pause it. No, man.
The Authority. The Authority is
What now?
Yeah, this is the first time we're getting like anything Green Lantern except for like the movie with Ryan Reynolds back in the day. They've teased it throughout the Arrowverse, but we've never actually gotten a Green Lantern at all through and through. So this is going to be, I think they said it's going to be a series, a HBO series with the Lanterns called The Lanterns, and it's going to have John Stewart and Hal Jordan.
Yeah, because I know the Lantern is kind of one of those mantles that gets passed, but like even for me, with my slight disconnect with the DCU, John Stewart was the Lantern I actually grew up with the Justice League and the earlier cartoons. So then when he disappeared, I was kind of confused about that.
So these guys are the Authority. These guys are from the Jim Lee's, what do you call it? Wildcats, right?
Yeah, Wildstorm.
a passion.
What now?
Yeah, it was from the Wildstorm place. Like, it's the Authority here. I'll grab the book. So you got DC Comics. It doesn't say, but it's so like the Authority.
Okay.
But it is. It's from Wildstorm. Wildstorm.
Go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, it was from the Wildstorm era.
Cool. Well, I hope
Can you guys hear me okay?
job.
Yeah.
Those Wildstorm characters, we are now bringing into the DCU and will interact with all of our primary DCU characters. The Authority are a group of superheroes who think the world is broken and they want to fix it by any means necessary. I think it's a very different look at superheroes. We're doing a television series called Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is the story of Paradise Island, usually known as Themyscira, which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman. It's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros, but with all of the inhabitants of Paradise Island. The introduction of the DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold. The Brave and the Bold is the story of Batman and his actual son, Damian Wayne. This is based on Grant Morrison's great comic book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin. He's a little assassin who Batman tries to get in line. And so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of the Bat family in the DCU. Next up is a TV series.
100%.
Can we pause that?
One of comics' really popular cult heroes. He is a fast.
So what?
Okay. So this is a story that's going to be about Damian Wayne, his son, as Batman. That's what they're going to go
Yeah.
for?
Yes.
So they're
Who's
going to bring
play
Raja
Batman? Is it going
right?
to be
Yeah. Do you think Talia and Ra's al Ghul are going to be in that one then?
They definitely have to be referenced and then eventually be brought in for sure, because you can't have Damian Wayne. You'd have to have the explanation for viewership that does not know who Damian Wayne is.
Yeah.
So you're definitely going to have it mentioned that Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul, and how he was created. I'm not sure if they're going to full, because he was a test tube baby.
Yeah.
Unless they change up I don't think James Gunn will change up how they're going to do it either, because from the comics, he's going to do it the way that they've done it in the comics, how he's introduced. So it's a good point. I guarantee you that they're going to have Talia al Ghul and Ra's al Ghul in there, and probably the League of Assassins will probably be in there as well.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
I never
So
thought about that.
Batman-
Thanks for bringing that up, Tori.
So let me
That slipped my
say,
mind.
so Batman's going to be older then. So is it going to? Do you think it's still going to be like Batfleck, or is it going to? It's got to be someone older or someone else? I mean?
I still remember when Batfleck was Bennifer, okay?
And he still is Bennifer now because they just got married.
That's true.
But
so
I'd
they're going to
love
have
to
to
see.
recast a Batman, though, right?
Yeah, they're gonna have to recast the Batman if they don't bring in Ben Affleck, because they said at the beginning Patton Robinson is his Batman in Elseworlds for the Batman. So
On the Superman, back to Superman. My theory is that he's going to use a superstar as his backstory when he's writing his story.
I see. I don't know if they'll go with this. That's the thing. I'm thinking they'll change up a little bit. That's exactly what happened. Yes.
That's the backstory I know.
DC. Oh my gosh, dirty content is what DC stands for now.
James Gunn is trying to stick with the DC stories. I know. He changes it up a little bit, but especially with Guardians of the Galaxy is not like exactly the comics, but I feel like he's trying to stick with the comics in most parts with some stories. Because like if he does go Batman and Robin's Grant Morrison's run, it's a little different because at the beginning of that story, Dick Grayson is Batman until like later on in the story. But then there's a whole other Batman universe with Grant Morrison and stuff. So.
Play?
Hey, Mike.
Play more?
Yes, and I wasn't here. Wait, real quick, and I wasn't here for the Creatures Commandos. I wasn't here for Creature Commandos, and I'm excited.
You want me to go back?
I'm excited.
You want me to go back?
Yeah, we
I mean,
kind
I'm
of
not-
rolled through that,
No,
so
no,
we
it's
didn't
okay.
even talk about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that looks dope.
Yeah, because this is where he was also saying that the animated is going to like cross
Yeah.
into live action and back into animated.
That's cool. And especially looking at these characters. Who doesn't want like a Frankenstein character? Come on.
Now that far right. That's
That's
what's
Weasel.
his name, isn't it? Yeah,
That's
that's what I
Weasel.
was thinking.
That's Weasel from the
Yeah,
Suicide Squad.
That
100%. Right?
That's my next question. My next question, I've probably made it clear, like I don't really know shit about DC. Are these actual characters, or is this a completely made up thing now that they're just doing?
No, this is actual characters. There is actually a story. Some of these characters actually show up in Jeff Lemire's Animal Man run. But if you go back
Okay.
and you like, there's like a Frankenstein Agent of Shade, which that is Frankenstein right there, and that's Lady Frankenstein, or she goes by a different name.
Bride of
but
Frankenstein? Wow.
And then that's Junkyard Joe.
Oh, that's a G.I. Joe.
Yeah, see,
Junkyard
Mike
Joe.
knows.
Okay, I get it. I've never seen
It
these
looks
guys
like
before.
Junkyard Joe. If anyone reading Junkyard
Hey.
Joe,
So she's a creature from Lagoon, the lady in the what do you call it? Tube.
yeah, she shows up in Frankenstein Agents of Shade as well. Some of these characters I'm not too familiar with, just those certain ones. But I'm excited to see Frankenstein come into the story.
That's cool. It
Heck
looks
yeah.
like all those old story. Where's the Dracula then? Werewolf and Dracula.
Oh no, they didn't go that deep into it.
No.
Well, knowing nothing about these
Just some
characters,
cre-
this
some
one
creatures.
still, I'm interested.
It looks cool. I mean,
yeah, right,
yeah,
exactly.
it looks cool.
What are your guys' thoughts
I'm the
on
same
like
with you guys.
having like
As I saw
having the
this,
same?
What? You guys talked on over each other.
And now one or both are frozen. Oh, one's frozen.
No.
What was it? You got TM noted. It's time for you to talk.
What do you guys think about it? Having the same actors, like having like they're gonna have to like pick the
voice
right actors and
and,
stuff.
yeah, that's interesting. I guess it depends on how long they keep it. From animation to the movie. How long is that? I don't want.
Well, and this could be somewhat of an interesting problem too. If you're going from live action to animation, do you cast the voice or do you cast the actor and then just use the actor's voice regardless of whether or not they're good or bad?
I was going to ask the same thing. That is how what's your thought process on how you would cast that?
Yeah, not everybody's good voice actor. I mean, not
Yeah.
Well, and how many of these characters are going to be CGI in live action? Like, or are they going to use actual makeup and stuff to capture these? Because like the only human there is the guy that's on the far left.
I mean,
Yeah.
4 of these characters I could easily see being full CG renders.
Yeah, because Weasel was CGI. Might be rated R.
Rated R would be good. Not all, Continue. Did Rosko had a question?
Oh,
Is that supposed to be Rick Flag? It didn't remind me of Rick Flag.
Who the guy?
Yeah, the guy on the left, I guess that's Rick Flag.
I don't know who Rick Flag is. I don't know.
He was the leader of the Suicide Squad.
Oh,
He
okay.
was the only one that was there for like he wasn't there for like crimes he did, and then he was the one that Peacemaker killed at the end of the recent one.
So he's a bad guy.
No, he's not a bad guy. Peacemaker killed Rick Flag at the end of
Oh,
Suicide
into the suicide. That guy. Okay, I see. Yeah. Okay. You want me to continue from where we left off?
Yep.
One of comics' really popular cult heroes. He is a fascinating guy. He's a loser from the future who uses future technology to come back to present day and become a superhero so that people will love him. It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series. One of my favorite comic book series from last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And so we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film. Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised by loving parents. Whereas Supergirl in this story, she is a character who was raised on a chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way. So she's a much more jaded character. And that brings me to...
Hold on, I want to talk about the Supergirl. I don't know if everybody shop at my comic shop. Just out of curiosity, because I priced this book before. It was priced at $5-6, depending on the condition. Some of them $2, if it's a low grade. Every one of the books in my comic shop, after I watched this video, was priced at $20. And I went to eBay. eBay had some of them for $4, and then some people immediately changed it to $20. So, I don't know if you guys noticed anything like that on any of these things he said and what's related to the comic books.
Swamp Thing, the last thing we're going to talk about, a very dark horror story in the origins of the monster who is Swamp Thing. And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still feed into the rest of the stories. Anyway, those are the stories that I can tell you about right now. I've loved the DC characters since I was a child. They're incredibly important to me. I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something very different. One of the things that's very important for me in all of these movies and TV series is that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique and something special. Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to be true to those stories. I want to be true to you guys and really give you something different than you've ever seen before. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you watching. I hope this was exciting for you because it's really exciting for me. And I can't wait to start to dive into these stories with you guys on this grand adventure. Thank you so much.
So I just want to bring it up right now. We're going to introduce Swamp Thing. Introducing the green. There's a possibility that Animal Man will come into the future. I'm hoping.
You catch a lot of flack for liking Animal Man, I've noticed. But I'm on board with you. I've only read the Grant Morrison run so far, but I liked it enough that I think it would be a pretty interesting adaptation.
Forget.
Hello, Mike. Good to
Hey.
see you.
Fantastic news today. I don't know if you've seen all of that or watched James Gunn's video today.
I watched his video today.
What is your thought process on this?
I think there's a lot of interesting takes. I am really interested in his little Swamp Thing adventure. Nice, little dark, little gritty. That really piqued my interest. I know Kyra was talking about Grant Morrison. He wrote a bunch of cool stuff in New 52. So if it's anything in the style of that, that'll be great. As long as you have good writing, you'll have good characters, you'll have people will be interested in the movie and like it. So I'm just trying to figure out when, and gotta wait. It's just gotta wait.
Yeah.
So
Rosko still having a problem with PC?
Yeah. Let's go around and what are you most excited for now, man?
I'm always a fan of Superman. I'm interested in how he's going to do a story on Superman. I was tired of a brooding Superman. So I hope we'll get a little more, original Superman that's, it's a little more brighter, I don't care if it's a little bit corny and cheesy, but a little more brighter Superman. little more positivity. Now,
Cody,
I
which
do
one
have a
you-
question about.
J-Bags, thanks. I had to tell J-Bags thank you.
I do have a question about whether Superman is going to be, what story he's going to, write his stories from, where he's going to get the inspiration from.
Yeah, like, what do you guys think? Like, he did mention that in that video that like it was the best movie he's seen. Like, The Flash is going to be a fantastic movie.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, they're having some type of negative Flash being the nemesis, so a negative of him instead of using, already created characters like the Reverse Flash. So I'm like holding my breath on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where that movie's gonna go, but when he's talking about it being the best movie, I think he's looking at it as the Flashpoint reset, and that's why it's the best because it just kind of moves everything off to the side.
It's like 0.0. Let's sweep it under the rug. Let's go forward.
That could be it.
Mike, I thought All-Star Superman is the one that he was going to take it from too because he showed the graphic from it. So, but I haven't read All-Star Superman, so I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, I heard that's the best one, but like this story that he's gonna do is, I think it's gonna be his own story. It's not gonna be an origin story, but it is gonna be a younger Clark Kent.
We'll see.
My thoughts on The Flash, like, I'm gonna go watch it. I've never been a fan of Ezra. Like, even like when they cast him, I was like, no, I don't like him as an actor. Prior to all of these allegations and charges that are up against him, so
I don't know. The Flash has such a cool rogues gallery. There's so much you can do with it, and when you pigeonhole it and try to make up stuff on the fly, I don't know. And then you cast like you said, Ezra Miller.
You know what would be really funny
Be a
if
shit show.
Ezra Miller starts out the movie, and when he goes to the Flash, they change the character right there. Is with a different character.
It's Flashpoint all over again.
I actually kind of figured that's what they were going to do if they replaced him. Like, if looking at like the CW storyline when he goes back to save his mom for the first time, he goes back, he does whatever, and then when he comes back, he's changed because a bunch of other stuff changed.
Yeah,
you messed with the
that'd be really
timeline.
cool.
Well, we'll see. I mean, that's how we're getting into Flashpoint again, is because, he messed with the timeline. So
I am excited though that Wonder Woman was supposed to be in it, but I think they cut her scenes. The Pops, like the Funko Pops, just got released, and it showed that General Zod is supposed to be in The Flash. So I'm excited for that.
that'll be interesting.
Seemed like a hard pill to swallow for Gunn to say The Flash is going to be a good movie. Could be wrong.
I think he's trying to stay positive and not, kind of like, alrighty, let's trash all the shit that everybody else already done before I got there, and let's see what's going. Because I don't know, it's been a shit show. So the only thing that's been good in the DC universe has been their animation.
No.
You can't beat their animation.
That's what I said early on too. I've enjoyed all of the animated movies, but the live action ones are just kind of whatever for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I will, at this point in time, I will take the trashy Tim Burton movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Freeze.
oh god, yeah. And I
The
didn't
puns.
like it at all. I didn't like I had bat nipples, the whole 9 yards, because right now any of that is better than what the shit's been coming out.
And I enjoyed the first Wonder Woman movie.
The first one was fine. The second one was
Second one was horrible, but the first one was fine. I enjoyed Shazam movie. Oh, he mentioned Shazam, didn't he? Not?
Yeah, he mentioned that'll be like the next coming up. So that would be before The Flash. So and
Yeah,
how
they're
it's
dropping trailers for that. So
that should be fun.
if it's anything like the first one was fun.
Yeah, I enjoy Shazam movies. I mean,
Cody, what are you most excited for to that list?
No, I mean easily the animated, anything of the animated stuff I'm game for, but the Creature Commandos, just with that one still. I mean, like, I have no idea about any of them, but that one still, I'm like, I'd check it out.
Well, I know that oh geez. They had Frankenstein and so happens when you get old, you can't remember shit. They had a creature patrol. It was but Frankenstein was one of the main characters, and I don't know if that's going to be what this is going toward, or
The New 52. I'm pretty sure it was Scott Snyder, like a Frankenstein Agents of Shade,
yes,
and from the New 52. I think Scott Snyder, Jeff Lemire wrote that. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but they had like a team, and it was a team of
Yeah.
Shade, and it was a different type of team. But not all of those characters that were shown on that list were in that comic. There was only 3.
Okay. That was literally going to be my next question: is if that whole gallery was like in that book.
Now the woman from the Black Lagoon was in it, and then you had Frankenstein, and then Frankenstein's wife.
what do y'all think about Waller?
I'm interested in that one for sure.
Can you do a whole movie around her? Because she's always like pushing the strings in the background. So to put her up out front will be kind of interesting, up front and center.
Like, will we get to see why she gets to play Puppet Master so much? Like her whole backstory?
I don't know.
And they're bringing back, like, that James Gunn's wife will be in Waller because they said the Peacemaker team. So we got all of those people. We got Dye Beard and Harcourt going to like probably be in Waller. So will this be before or after Peacemaker?
I don't know. She sticks her fingers into everything. And she plays a lot of teams at both ends and in the middle. So, it all depends on what end she wants to get, what results. It doesn't matter who she has to use.
for me, Waller is so similar to Joker for me. Like Joker was more mysterious when I didn't know his origin story. Like and Waller, if there's too much origin story, then that mystery
goes away.
Yeah, that goes away. So
Yeah,
I would like to keep it really mysterious, not
like a shadow
revealed, not everything revealed and in one movie at least.
And then taking Batman and Damian from Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, that it does. Like, it's a little. I never thought they would do that because like Damien's like the 4th Robin.
Oh, that's fine if you want to start at New 52 and his introduction, but I don't see how the Brave and the Bold moves in.
I'm not sure if like that's just the title because like they're not calling it Batman and Robin, they're calling it the Brave and the Bold. I'm not sure why they're doing it that way.
Yeah, there was a cartoon called that, but there's also a series called The Brave and the Bold.
And it's always like Batman and then featured character. It was never just a main story with Batman, and especially with Damian Wayne. It was always like Batman and Green Arrow.
Well, I wonder what they're going to use as their storyline? Are they going to take it from New 52, or Talia kind of just drops him on his doorstep and says, "Here, he's a pain in the ass. Take care of him now," or Batman was lost in time. Yeah, classic stories. Could be. We'll see.
Tori, what are you most excited for?
Oh, I would probably have to say the Swamp Thing. I'm the most excited for that.
Yeah.
Definitely. I like more of the horror part of DC, and that's where I'm going to ultimately get it. I like the darkness of DC.
That's probably where you're going to go with like how they're going to bring the cartoon, like the Commandos, over to like live action. It'll probably be crossing over with Swamp Thing. In a way, that would make the most sense for those two to cross over. But like James Gunn said, he's going to have it like on his own little kind of area, but with the potential of like crossing over. So it's going to have its own little corner in the DCU. Now, they definitely, did you say it was going to be a movie or a TV show?
Swamp Thing was a show, wasn't it?
It was a show. I mean, you can do, Green versus the Rot. I mean, there's a lot you can do. And if wasn't it going to be like a series show and not a movie?
Well, Swamp Thing is going to be a movie, apparently.
A movie.
And so do you think he's initially going to try to do it like the MCU where they have the short series of certain ones and then certain ones with potentials to lead up to multiple seasons?
I don't know. I dare say it was a movie. I couldn't remember.
I mean, with them going back and forth, though, making them with each show, some of them are shows on where it's just limited series, that sort of thing. Do you think that he's attempting to make that task on it? Because the MCU, you know what I mean? You have your little limited series show, you have your ones that are getting ready to get a season 2, that sort of thing, because they left off with that ability to come into the next phase. Do you think he's going to try to do something like that?
They're only doing 2 movies and 2 shows a year. So if they stick to that schedule, I think it would be kind of stupid to just do a 6-episode run. I don't think you should do like a 24-episode run, but the 2 shows I think could probably suit good at like a 12-episode, 45 minute runtime.
But where would it be? Would it just be through like HBO Max? I mean,
that's what it sounds like for most of it.
Because Disney bought Marvel, so I think Warner.
Well, HBO and Disney or DC currently have a contract. That's why when DC, their online program where you could watch all of their, like the Harley Quinn show and all of that, when they moved to HBO Max, it's because they bought a contract with them to only stream DC there.
Well, that'd be cool. But I know they said that the Swamp Thing would be its own little corner of the universe, but that little corner of the universe could be that dark, creepy, shady, horror, mystical type of thing. There's a lot to run there with.
And he said it would tie in, like kind of weave in and out of the story too. So
and it in that realm does weave in and out of the DCU depending on what's happening.
Yeah, Warner and Discovery merged. I'm excited for that too, because like that's this potential to bring in John Constantine, to bring in Zatanna, to bring in
Madame Xanadu,
is
Ekron.
Who owns Constantine then? Because isn't Constantine 2 still happening with Keanu Reeves?
Supposedly, he said he was going to work on that after Berserker.
Yeah, and that would probably be a whole Elseworld story again.
Well, I mean, it would have to be because the first one I don't think was all that connected to anything.
No, his world is kind of just out in the shadows, so it didn't have to be with the MCU. Kind of like it could blend in and blend out. Kind of how Sandman, when Neil Gaiman wrote Sandman, he had DC characters come in and out of the stories as needed or wherever the storyline was going. You can weave Constantine in and out because he's in the supernatural realm. And unless it's affecting something in the DC, main continuity, then you would have him there interacting with other DC characters. But mostly he's, dealing with this supernatural realm.
Yeah, and Link, that's also why I asked that question, is because since it was announced before, is it going to continue with all of this change?
It wasn't even said, and then he says again, like, that the only ones were Batman Part 2 and the Joker 2. But even Harley Quinn wasn't even mentioned, the animated series. And he was in that show for an episode.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if he just named a few, but like, has anybody heard anything about Constantine 2 continuing after James Gunn took over?
There's been no word that I know of.
Honestly, I think the only thing I've even heard about it was the announcement.
And that was about it. There hasn't been any word down the pipe that I've heard since then.
And that was mostly because it was like the character he said that he would love to play again. And then the announcement came, and that was all I ever heard.
Constantine was on couple animation movie, right?
Yeah.
Justice League Dark Knight, right?
What's up, Perry?
But yeah, Constantine Swamp Thing coming soon. That would be good, Kyle. I mean, it's not the first time that John and Swamp Thing have been paths have crossed.
I'm just hoping for, like, if they're going to introduce the green, I said this at the beginning, and you said, like, if they're going to introduce the rod as well, they have to introduce the red and Buddy Baker and Animal Man. So
not necessarily.
Oh, come on.
I'm just kidding. But I mean, there's a stories that, I mean, you don't have to do it all at once because there are things that come and go and can interweave with that. The rot, the green, the red, it's always in constant flux with each other, for some type of domination in that world. So there's lots of good stories. We'll just see what happens.
Looks like TM Nerdy's channel, Mike.
You're muted.
Muted.
I can see both. I can see both chats.
Yeah, but the viewers can only see one chat at a time.
Yeah, they can't see.
So Mike is wanting to know where's most of the viewers at.
Oh, I don't know. I can't see that. I could just see
I think
how many we
mostly-
have in total.
I think most of them are on TM's channel.
RuPaul is Animal Man. Better work. All right, I think you're blocked now, Kyle.
Oh, wow.
Now, like, they'd have to do CGI for Swamp Thing. They'd have to do CGI for most, like, so who would you get to voice Swamp Thing? Who would be, like, your cast choice to voice him?
I hadn't put that much thought into it. Way to put me on the spot there.
I haven't thought of that either.
Yeah, smiling
You
straight.
got your disguise.
Answer now. You're on the spot.
No, I don't know. I really don't. I'm gonna have to think on that one. Huh.
Yeah, I mean, I can say I'm agreeing with Silver in the chat, but I'm not thinking of very many other names. But I'm trying to think of like voices like the old '90s Spawn TV show, like just that dark,
Mhm.
grizzly type voice, deep grizzly voice.
It would have been like I love the TV show that they had with Swamp Thing in it. Oh, it was so great. I was gonna think too, like with half the cast of Guardians like willing to come over to the DCU, we could get what's his name that did the voice for Groot. He can have like a deeper voice for Swamp Thing.
Yeah, going from tree to swamp.
It's part of the green.
Isn't Bruce Willis's voice for sale?
Probably.
Whoa.
What is up, Dan? Blue Hellion.
But I wonder what they're going to do with Booster Gold and Skeet.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to do Skeet as well, and that's
And are they going to include Repenter Time Traveler? Because, you know, he runs into him all the time. Booster and Ted Kord were good friends. Ted's dead. So, because there's a new Blue Beetle, which that movie's coming out of Jaime Reyes. Rosko.
yeah.
Hey,
Do you think Ted Kord will be in that movie?
In which movie?
In the Blue Beetle movie, will he be like he has to be mentioned
Well,
somehow?
And unless they don't do a origin story and how, you know, he becomes the Blue Beetle, because that's how he does. Ted Kord dies, and the Scarab finds a new host and ends up being Jaime Reyes.
I'm all for Bill Hader voicing Skeet.
Well, and is it just the current comic thing, or Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, aren't they like friends, buddies,
Well,
whatever,
Ted Kord was.
teammates?
Ted Kord and Booster Gold were, when Ted Kord was Blue Beetle.
Okay.
Then Ted Kord died, and the Scarab moved on and found Jaime Reyes, and then Jaime Reyes became or is the new Blue Beetle. And that's
Gotcha.
how
Okay.
Jaime Reyes is the Blue Beetle, and that happened back in just before New 52 and 52.
Stephen Hawking as Swamp Thing.
So are you guys equally excited to see what supporting characters are going to be coming in with each of the new series and movies, alongside like who they've picked that they are actively going to use to reset?
Yeah, I would like to see in who Rogues Gallery how deep in the Rogues Gallery they're going to go. Because why does it always have to be the same villain? Why can't we just have other people be, you know?
What villain you want to see?
Oh God. You don't always have to have a Joker for Batman. There's a lot of
I would really like to see they are like hinting at it that that we're going to get like, but this is the Elseworlds Batman movie. They're thinking that the Court of Owls will be coming in.
Court of Owls would be good, but why do you have to use it as an Elseworld? It's part of the DC world as far as New 52 is concerned, and that's supposed to be continuing on. The Court of Owls have popped its head up in Rebirth, so it means that they're always there, that they've been there a long time. They're an established secret society in the Gotham Underground and the Gotham Elite. So,
Calypso would be nice. JD
I
says
would-
Clayface.
Clayface would be a good one. Okay, I'm thinking of somebody and I can't even think of his name because he thinks he is Batman or thinks he's smarter than Batman. He tries to emulate Batman.
Batmite.
That's me. And I want that book. I'm trying to hunt that first Batmite.
I know this character has already been like used in Batman Begins, but I really like Scarecrow, and I also like Hugo Strange.
That's who I was thinking of. Hugo Strange. He thinks that he is that. In some of the storylines, he just thinks he's smarter than him. He's a better detective than him. The things that he comes up with and creates, he's always giving Bats a good run for his money because intellectually, it's not only just there's no physical prowess there. It's more of an intellectual game. Heady. I like him. I like Hugo Strange.
Me too. I really hope that they bring him in eventually. Like he's a pretty good character, and like I said, Scarecrow. You can't go wrong with Scarecrow. It would be a fantastic character to bring in.
Mad Hatter.
Matt Hatter.
Ventriloquist Scarface.
Oh
Yes.
Firefly.
Roscoe, since you're here with us and
Hello.
you're looking good and stuff, so I want to hear like what are you most excited for?
Oh man. To be honest with you, like what Cryo was saying earlier, as soon as you saw the like creature commandos, I was like, yo, that looks like a dope team. Like, because I like the new Suicide Squad. So if it's any, if we're gonna get something like the new Suicide Squad that James Gunn did, and it's gonna be in with these characters, I'm all in. I mean, so that was really cool. A lot of people say I've heard this, I don't know, but Booster Gold kind of has like Deadpool vibes, like that I guess breaking that fourth wall and stuff, and it's just like kind of goofy.
He's egotistical.
I don't know if that's
he just thinks he's the best.
Well, then I think that'd be really cool to see too. I've never read Booster Gold, but I know. Shout out Greg, Bearded Comic Bro. He's a big advocate for Booster Gold. So
Booster Gold,
and
great.
he loves Super Pro. So I mean, but I don't know. I mean, there's so many cool things like Swamp Thing movie. I mean, it's not animated, right? Is it going to be a live action Swamp Thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I mean that's
Yes,
going to be
it does,
dope too.
definitely.
Because hopefully that leads into a Justice League Dark. But the way, like I said, I mean, there's a couple things, like I said, I'm excited for, especially because I've liked. I know a lot of people. It's 50-50, I feel like, but with James Gunn, I've liked what he's done. Like I really enjoyed Peacemaker. I really enjoyed Suicide Squad. I was a doubter at first for the Guardians of the Galaxy movie until I saw the movie and was like, "Yo, Guardians of the Galaxy was dope." That's like one of my favorites, So I mean, I'm just he seems excited, which is actually really cool. And also, he seems like another thing I was telling Nauman backstage is there was a big thing where he just read like All-Star Superman, and people were like, "Oh man, he's reading All-Star Superman." So I mean, the guy's actually reading the books, and he's getting excited about this, about what he can do with the DCU. And to be honest, I'm just excited that they're finally going in the direction that we've wanted them to go with, like how they've been with their animation movies. But I think a lot of us are excited that he's going to take it into a new era, like DC books are no longer going to be cheap books. or I shouldn't say cheap.
Wait,
I mean, just
wait
like
until I get all the rest of my keys. I want them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There's shit out there that I still want.
I'm happy that I got this before the Damian Wayne news dropped, and I got this for $20.
Nice.
I was saying in the
Still have your
backstage.
Jane.
I was
I gotta
saying in
find
the
it.
backstage, I really enjoy just leisurely picking up DC books, the key books or whatever, in the dollar bins and stuff. So those gonna be out of the question anymore. And
Yeah, I'm 6 books shy of a full run from 300 all and up on Batman, and
man, oof.
a couple dozen from a full run of 400 on up on Tech. And I have some books behind that, but yeah, I went hunting last weekend at Pasadena Comic Con and picked up a couple books, but me and my rabbit hole of DC Bronze Age horrors just I love it. But
those covers
I've got
are gorgeous.
Huh?
Those covers are gorgeous. So like the Witching Hour and
Bernie Wrightson, Nick Cardy,
oh,
God.
oh god, Bernie Wrightson. Oh my goodness. Oof.
Yeah, I picked up God, they were $2 a pop too. I picked up quite a few. Well, yeah, I picked up a few.
$1 pop is not bad.
No. But things that that are on my radar, prices were, they had high prices there, so I wasn't going to pull any triggers for anything. And what I'm really looking at right now is Charlton's Press. I think it's Charlton's Press. The Atom, because it's the first appearance of Blue Beetle, Ted Kord as Blue Beetle, and I also want the modern reprints because Modern Comics made the reprints of that, because I have the first Blue Beetle by Charlton Press, which has the first appearance of the Question, and I also have the Modern Comics reprints on that. So I got things out there, things in the works. Oh, and Bat got a bat.
Oh yeah, I seen that. That's fantastic. Sick here.
Yes.
So there was
That's
fun
awesome.
things there at Pasadena. So
Yeah, big screen you here. Let's see that.
Can we see it again?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
Bat. Those ears are a little winky.
And where'd you get this at?
I went to Pasadena comic show with Raging Cajun, JD, and Steve, Hipsonic Comics, Rob, Comics on the Edge, and his family were there. And then I met.
I don't know any of those guys. No, just kidding.
And I met two friends that I knew there, 305 Baby and Big Brodsky. They want me to go to Costa Mesa's having a show this coming weekend, but I've already committed to work on. I normally don't work Sundays, but I said I would. There's a family emergency with the store manager, so I just hope it's not a death family emergency. But
There you go. What do you guys think of Ryan Gosling as Booster Gold?
I can see it now since I've seen him with blonde hair over on with Barbie. But I think it's going to be Chris Pratt.
he'd be funny.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Chris Pratt. He's already talking about having people come over from Guardians, and to be honest with you, I think after the whole, like I was saying, John Cena as Peacemaker, I think Chris Pratt can fall right into that role if I, because like I said, I haven't read it. But night, Mike, take care, brother. But I think Chris Pratt can fall into that role and be, and do that. I know that he's recently done a show, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, he does movies. Well, he just recently did a show on Prime, Amazon Prime, So I mean, I don't see him. I mean, I could see him doing a show though. I mean, he did Parks and Recs. No, but yeah, I think I have a feeling that he's going to be Booster Gold for some reason.
Mr. Bean.
Don't play Mr. Bean. We'll get banned again. We'll get banned.
No.
Yeah, we'll get banned from in Russia. I don't know what Russia has an issue with Mr. Bean, but we're not allowed to play Mr. Bean in Russia.
No, Kyle would say
Found out
that
the hard
Mr. Mixplicit, I can never say it right, as Mr.
Oh,
Bean to
yeah.
play him. That'd be
Oh
funny.
man, that would be great.
That would be funny.
Or what about like maybe Jim Carrey?
God, I haven't seen him in a long time.
That's the issue, though. Jim Carrey retired.
That's what I thought.
Let's bring him back.
No,
Let's bring.
keep him in bed. Go.
What?
I'm not a
We
big
need Dumb and
fan.
Dumber 3. No, just kidding.
No.
Not in my
no.
DCU. I don't need Dumb and Dumber 3 in my DCU.
Agreed.
Ladies and gents, I gotta leave. So I enjoyed
What?
it. Thanks for the
Good
invite.
night.
Good night,
Night.
Norman.
All right, Nauman. Love the haircut, brother.
Love the books.
Mr. Bean. I would like to see Mixel in
Mr. Mixelplay.
in the DCU as well. There's so many characters that can be added into, like, we just got like the main stories, but like there is going to be side characters probably added into this, just like Tori said earlier. So I'm excited to see which characters they add in, because like she did bring up a great point earlier about how with the Brave and the Bold and Damien being the Robin, of course Talia al Ghul and Raj al Ghul will be either mentioned or be in it. So I'm excited to see that as well.
Talia's got to be in it to drop her kid off.
That's
Yeah.
kind of where I was like, hello, like you can't bring him in without at least acknowledging the mom that said, hey, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah. Take him. He's a pain in the ass.
Ugh.
Yes.
I just had this next to me.
I had her on my Mother's Day list of top 10 bad moms. I want to say I had her listed as like number 2 or 3.
Yeah, I have her first appearance. I'm happy with that.
So, and this was just like this is like not even all of the first part. So with it being a theme of gods and monsters,
Nightwing.
what other gods or monsters do you think are coming in?
I don't know why I had these next to me. Look at this guy. This guy's like, just stay on the ground, okay? Why? Like, oh, hey, boss, someone's here. Shut up, I'm gonna shoot him, all right? All right, thanks, Travis. That was it.
That is great.
But I don't know. I'm really excited to see what happens here with the DCU. I mean, you know, they've done some amazing work with the animated movies, Batman animated series. Animated stuff has been great for them, but and I think he mentions that James Gunn. I think he says, like, you know, it's time. You know, the animation has been up there. It's like now it's time for, you know, like time for the real life, you know, get back to where it was like when Keaton was Batman and stuff, where people were like, you know, like, oh yeah, you know, or Bale when Bale was Batman too, people were excited when Christian Bale was Batman. Those were phenomenal.
Missing leap. Which question?
I can't see the chat. I'm sorry.
It's okay. He's asking, the question would be a dope character, but which version? Because right now it's Renee Montoya.
Okay.
Either.
So when you first brought that up, I thought you were asking what question, like he asked a different question. So like I was picking up like, no, it's a character. And then
The character.
you dipped into the characters.
Dipped into the character of Ray Montoya being the question, and then she's also linked to Cassandra Cain. No, not Cassandra Cain. Batwoman. Last name Cain. Is it? I think it is Cassandra Cain or Katie Cain. Cassandra.
I don't think it's Katie Kane. Isn't Katie Kane the old comic books? Katie Keene.
Kathy Cain. Kathy Cain. Thank you. OG or Montoya?
I don't know enough about the question, but I thought it was. I thought like what Cryo thought, like
I might ask
the question, like who? Yeah, like,
So,
but I thought
so it was Kate Kane, wasn't it, for
Yeah, Kate Kane.
Batwoman?
Yeah, Kate Kane. Cassandra was Batgirl for a little while in the Hush series. But
see now, I thought he was going to ask like who he thought was gonna like who would be dope as like a live action, like what character would be a dope live action character.
yes, Kathy is the OG Batwoman from the early Silver Age.
Okay, I only know Kate Kane from she was introduced in the 52. You remember how they had the 52 come out, and that
it was actually before 52. It was the end of the series, the detective series.
So I did not know that there was a previous Batwoman. So I learned something new.
Came from the Silver Age. I think they even got married. Green Lanterns, that would be good. But they want to do Kyle Radner.
Oh, that's right too. Like like, I'm surprised none of us have really talked about it at all, because we talked a little bit about it when Cryo was asking about Jon Stewart.
But are we going to see Core, or are we going to see just GLs? Is it just going to be Lanterns, or is it going to be the Green Lantern Core?
It said lanterns, so it seems like it's going to be.
Well, they
from two different.
It being a buddy space cop adventure. So even if the core isn't like constantly present, I assume they were gonna, touch base with them at least.
Of characters from the core, Kilowog, Aminal Sur.
So I'm not sure.
They're bit wide. I don't know why, Kyle.
So I'm excited to see the Green Lanterns. I think people are excited. That's going to be a TV show. Phil wants to know if anybody wants some hot chocolate. He is anything that you guys need. Phil is your guy. He's the concessions guy tonight.
I want some hot chocolate.
Does it come spiked?
It depends on what you want it extra in it.
Well, I put Kahlua, Bailey's, Loco. Grab my anything?
What characters? Because like you did say at the start that he has like this is only like half. He only announced half of what this phase is going to be: the gods and monsters, and it's a theme. So we're going to see a lot of gods, a lot of monsters. What do you think is on the horizon? Do you think we'll get Lobo? Do you think we'll get Deadman in this phase as well?
Well, if you're talking about Lobo, because at least Lobo I know is popular enough to where people would probably want him in. Where would you introduce him? Would that be Green Lantern, or would that be something else.
Yeah. Or are you? Yeah, because he is kind of out there in space.
Yeah, he's intergalactic bounty hunter, basically.
Yeah.
Well, where if you guys read Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, that doesn't take place on Earth, it takes place in space. So he could be introduced in that possibly. Because I don't think they're gonna go like make that like an exact copy of the comic. They'll probably just take inspiration from that comic and put it in there and then put their own little flair into it. So he could be introduced in that and then later on in Superman.
But didn't they have? So wasn't there a talk about who's going to play Lobo? Didn't Jason Momoa talk about that?
Yeah, he said he'll always be Aquaman, but he'll also be other characters.
We're going to get some of the. I wonder if they're going to do anything like bringing. I know that CW's done. Stargirl was CW did Stargirl.
Yes.
Sort of.
So we've seen a version of the JLA, but what about the JSA, the Justice Society of America? You know, I wonder if they would ever bring in those characters.
I know James Gunn is a fan of that, and he didn't mention Black Adam at all. And like we had the introduction of some of those characters.
You had a weird version of Mr. Terrific that has shown up.
Oh, in Arrow.
Yeah, that's not Mr. Terrific, but whatever. It would, I mean, do you think they would branch out like that?
I think so. Like, wasn't Mr. Terrific a while ago like they talking about him a little bit and saying like
I think when James Gunn first was announced taking over DC, you know, the movie productions for DC, there was a little leak about a Mr. Terrific, and big hype was all up on that, but haven't heard anything since. So I don't know if it was just teasing or, you know, there is something in the works, but, you know, they've been kind of mum on it.
All right, guys, I'm going to go to bed. I got to work in the morning and get the kids to school. But I will see you later. Thanks for having me.
Tori.
thanks for
Appreciate
jumping on.
it. Tori, anytime you or Cap, whoever guys want to come on, you guys are more than welcome.
All right, I'll keep that in mind for sure. I mean, I might as well start showing my face again. I do have, like, I'm part of the community. I guess I could be more part of the community.
Yeah, right? What the heck? What, are you doing your Saturday show again soon?
Eventually, yeah. I just work. Okay, so the big struggle is every year we drop down to minimal employees. So rehiring back employees becomes a pain. And my gift shop, I can't keep help up there to save my life. I have paid them wages, paid their gas up there, pay for their parking, and still cannot keep an employee.
Jeez.
Yeah. So that's really like, that's when I have nobody to work, being the manager right under the owners, that means I have to work. So that's basically what my past year has been, is just work.
Yeah.
I won't even lie.
Well,
I understand that feeling.
I understand
we miss
that
you, though.
too.
It was good to see you on the hunt, though. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good show.
And for the Slabby Awards, like I said, I'll be going against Lady Fantastic, I believe.
That's going to be
Which
a
is
match.
going to be weird because that's my tag team partner. So it's going to be hard to go against like my normal tag team partner.
Yeah, it was funny because right before the 100 show, I was supposed to actually be in the TV tournament. And then Tony hits me up and was like, "Yo, no, you're in the cover match now." And I was like, "Yo, I can't go against my boy. My boy's TM Nerdy. That's my homeboy. Like, I can't go up against him." And then Travis, I'm talking to him, telling him, he's like, "Dude, we're calling this shit up." I was like, "No, we can't."
I don't know.
That's great. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's going to be
Tori.
interesting hearing me and Lady banter back and forth. That'll be fun.
Yes, that's going to be great. Well,
It was a
Tori,
good
we
show.
appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
no, thanks for having me, guys. Good night.
Yeah,
I'll see you
anytime
later.
you want to, let us know.
Okay, I will for sure.
Always open. Oh, see ya.
Bye.
And I'm gone.
I'm out of here. Do you want me to do another cover like I did last time?
No, I want to see your Tylox package.
Oh, where did I put that? I'm unprepared. Here they are. Okay, so I haven't already. Okay, so I haven't looked at these yet, but these. Okay, so congratulations to our homeboy Tylox, the Almighty Mullet. I won a giveaway from him. Hey Dan, what's up, brother? Miss you, man. I gotta talk to you. Let's talk tomorrow. Hello? What was that? What was that? Fat Mike, what are you eating over there?
What's up, man, Spidey?
Yo, what up, Spidey? How you doing, brother? All right, so so I won this from Tylox. It was his 300 400 300 400
Yeah, 300.
I think it was 300 subscriber giveaway. And if you're in the live chat, you put a hashtag, and I won a Spider-Man mystery pack. So let's see what we got here. So I'm guessing they're all Spider-Man related books. But I did open it, but it was all down. So it was all face down. So I haven't seen these yet. But first book, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, number 16. I feel like I keep doing this to put it up at my camera, but I forgot I'm on here. So here we go. Spider-Man Unmasked. Let's see. What is that? Oh, it's Vulture. And he's on a cactus. What? These are cacti? What's he doing in the desert? Oh, no, I got to read this now and find out. All right, you got me. Damn you, Tylox. All right. Next book up. Ooh. Friendly Neighbor. Oh, is this number 6? Oh, this is 17, right? Wait, that was 16? Okay, cool. All right, so 17. 17 of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And apparently now he's in a black suit already. What happened here? How did this happen already, Ed? But he's fighting Sandman. But... oh, man. Sand's like going through him and shit. Okay, cool. All right. If this is number 18, I think we're doing good here. Oh, no, wait. Different comic. No, I don't know what's going to happen in that story. This is Peter Parker's Spider-Man 31. Who is this? This guy, look at... he's stepping on my man's face here. Come on. Who's this jerk? This is what I feel like. This is me. I'm Spider-Man. When I say Rosko's Late Night Addiction, and I say without TM Nerdy, and then this is what TM Nerdy is like. He's like, you forgot to say TM with TM Nerdy. I'm sorry, bro. Like,
damn right. Considering the whole freaking first half of the show, I was controlling everything.
that's why I added the with TM Nerdy. All right, next book. Let's see. Peter Parker, Spider-Man, number 32. Here we go. Oh. I think these are Ramos covers. This looks like, yep, Ramos. Now, let's see. I love Ramos's art. I could tell. Like, look at the Spider-Man here. You could tell with the Spider-Man, right? That Humberto Ramos. Oh, nice. Okay. Next book up. Oh, and Peter Parker 33. Oh, so I got, what was that? 31, 32, 33? Yep, 31. We're 30 again. Here we go. 31. TM Nerdy stepping on my face. 32. After TM Nerdy steps on my face, he drags me. Dumb thing. And then here we go. Next one is. Oh, looks like Peter Parker. Okay, it's Peter Parker and Uncle Ben. Yo, check this out. I'm just catching what happened here, but look at Peter Parker get nailed in the head. Do you see like he's got stars? Like, oh, and look at this jerk who's like got the ball. Look, they're at a baseball game, and he got nailed in the head with the ball. There's a lump on his head. Do you see the lump on his head?
Oh yeah.
And then look at this guy here. Yeah, got the ball. Yay. It's all right, Peter.
Spider sense
gonna
failed
be
him.
okay. Yeah, right? Well, Uncle Ben, you jerk, you distracted me. Look at this guy. Oh, man. Yo. Who's this guy? This guy looks like a villain already. The guy with this nose. He definitely looks like a villain. Oh, look at this guy. This guy's asleep. This guy's yelling at him. Why didn't you catch it, you jerk kid? What's this guy doing? Down here. And then here's the guy who got the ball. Another Ramos cover. You could tell by the Ramos mouth. But heck yeah. Oh shoot, here's me right here. I wish I could see, but I can't even see. There's me when I was a kid eating a hot dog right there. That's me. That looks like me as a kid. I used to have like a flat top and everything like that. Oh man, cue my picture from when I was a kid. Roll it. No.
Roll that bean.
Actually, that actually would look like me if I shaved my beard off. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I have such a baby face underneath this crazy mangled beard. Look at all these other people up here. There's like a whole wild like scene just behind, like, but the whole focus is my man just got nailed in the head. Spider senses didn't work. Uncle Ben didn't even catch the ball. He let him get hit in the freaking head. Way to go, Uncle Ben. And then this guy stole the ball from him. That's wild. All right, next book up is that was it. Okay, excellent. Tylox, thank you, brother. Appreciate you so much. I'm gonna check.
You have another box too?
I have one more thing. I ordered this from the Comic Mint, and it was a pre-order like last year, and I was like, bro, I never got that book, and I know it's out. But what happened was okay, so I wanted this book, and then it was like, oh, if you get it, you get the set where it's you get that, and then you get the black and white. If you buy a book for so much money, like if you buy a book for like $20, then you can, or like $15 or whatever. I think it was like $15, but whatever. You spend a certain amount, you can get these books, that set, for free. And I'm like, I'm all in. I was like, very cool, because there was a book I really wanted. So this is all right. So here we go. First off, this is the book that I purchased. This is Ivan Tao,
Mm-hmm.
Miles Morales cover. This doesn't need justice here. Here we go. Miles Morales issue number 39, right? I think it's 39. Yeah, 39. And so I bought this. I love this cover. It's freaking gorgeous. I like Miles. Sorry, it's not DC.
It's okay. It doesn't have to be
Doreen's
DC.
like, get that out of here. No, I'm just kidding. So I
don't encourage him, Batmite. It has to be DC.
I have
don't forget
some
whose
Marvel.
name comes first on this show. No, I'm just kidding. And then I get deleted off because I have no control right now. And then I got this book, and then they said, okay, you can get the black and white version, with this as a set. But it doesn't look like they sent that to me. It looks like they sent me the same book twice. So they sent me 2 copies of the same book. Why would I want a set of the same book? I thought, But anyway, the Avengers. This is the What If. It's like the What If Mickey and Friends were Earth's mightiest heroes. And it's Mickey Mouse and the gang as the Avengers. So I got this book for free.
That's cool though.
That's nice.
I really like that, considering that like I love Disney. I'm not gonna lie, like I grew up with Disney and like Mickey Mouse and stuff. So even when like Kingdom of Hearts came out, that video game, I loved playing that. Those sold out pretty quick too.
But what happened was they were supposed to send one was a black and white and one was a color. Then I thought wasn't it like the 1 in 100 was black and white? So that's why I was like, that's kind of strange. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to hit them up and see why they sent me 2 of the same book. But again, it's not bad to have because this book is actually a first appearance too of a character that I just kind of found out about, and now I'm really intrigued. But I'm glad to have the first appearance. But it's Amazing Spider-Man issue number 17. Here's the back of the book. That's what I was doing. Why did I put it right back down? Amazing Spider-Man issue number 17. And it's a first appearance of Wreck Rap, if anyone knows who Wreck Rap is. But Wreck Rap is like kind of it's Parker spelled backwards, but he kind of reminds me of like Superman's Bizarro. He's like Spider-Man's like Bizarro. Yeah,
Strange spider.
Yeah, but he kind of looks like Venom, like he's cool. Like he's cool looking. Like he's dope. Oh, you know what? What am I doing here? I could freaking show you right now what he looks like. He's in this book. But
I know a lot of people have been liking that. Like I don't know the character personally, but like I've heard a lot of people saying high praise about him.
yeah, because he's But I know that people are like, oh man, I'm done. There's such a big Spider-Verse. Yeah, there is, but I don't know. I like these characters that they keep creating. Oh man, where is it? Where are you?
My favorite new character creation is my pet Rosko.
Oh my goodness, who let this guy in? What up, Kyle? How you doing, brother?
I will be well behaved, even if it's late night addiction.
Oh, no.
I was on my way to bed and I realized, oh man, I got to go up. See, I almost cussed and I caught my tongue there. I realized I had to come up and futz with laundry, and I'm like, well, if you guys want to see a few new things I got, I'll share too. After Rosko.
Yeah,
Rosko. We're supposed to start the show off with Rosko showing off his stuff and then get into DC, but stupid internet, stupid computer. Yeah, that he does have a really good design. I like his design. I love that smile.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I don't know. He's just got this like, he's like, I don't know. He's got something about him. It's just like, he's just like a fun character. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see where they go with him. I guarantee you, the way that people have been talking about him, there's gonna be a a solo series with him. There's no doubt. Easy, easy, easy. He's gonna be like kind of like the new Spider Ham. You know how Spider-Man is that Spider Ham is that goofy, lovable character. Same thing. Watch out. But again, this is also a Comic Mint, but I got to shout out again my main man, Ty Locks. Thank you again. Congratulations, brother, on 300 subs. And then, this beautiful Ivan Tao Miles cover. Oh, my gosh. I love this. This is gorgeous. All right. That's it. Hey, where's my camera? I don't know where I'm at.
Oh man, that's scary. Go from that handsome young fella to this goofy ass place. So,
What?
I got these all wrapped up together.
Oh, you are amazing.
There's 1, 2, and 3, so we got to cross paths. I got 2
Yes.
tucked in behind 3 here, but this has Roscoe written all over it.
You are an amazing human being. So yes,
Like I said,
we need to talk.
Romeo Tangal did the art. Like I said, if you want, I can ship these off to New Jersey to him and get them autographed and get them down to you. So, if you want them autographed. So, but yeah, figured I'd grab a couple things real quick before I called it a night. Anybody that saw me on like the 20 hours or 24-hour pediatric brain cancer thing with Tony Old 65. I donated a bunch of stuff, but I didn't put in to win anything, and I made some kind of comment late at night when Daymir's put a book up. I said, man, I'd love to have that for my wife. If I had the bank, I'd bet on it. And he put it up $50. And Sean, Czar's 84 down in Australia, said, you know what? I'll pay for the book and then just give it to Kyle and his wife. So the first 9, 8 in my collection.
That's awesome.
Walking Dead, #1, limited to 300. Like a special print of it. So now I got a 9, 8 in the collection there. Some random pickups that are just sitting on top of things. I just picked this up the other day. It's a Star Wars variant. To issue 1 there. Happy 1 and 2.
I watched that whole series.
Good series. Futurama 75 was sitting in the door.
Nice.
I love that. That's a dope ass cover.
And then anybody saw it when I wanted to show you when I'm on with Naman sometime, but Yaman had on Henri Compan with his book Yusun Shin. Henri sent me every single issue autographed. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's where the covers start getting crazy. This is 5 of the ongoing, but it's the Fallen Avengers series.
That cover is fire. I love how it's the half face.
Yeah.
Is that a Freddy Krueger? Like it looks like a.
Almost. I mean, it's a samurai.
Yeah, it looks like an homage to that.
These just get crazier as you go. There's issue 3 of that Fallen Avengers series. Here's my favorite of all of them, cover-wise.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
That's a cool cover.
And I love where he signed it right there in the hand.
Right in the blood.
And then Hunter and Destroyer, which Legacy issue 9. And then the current issue, Legacy issue 10, I got this even before Nauman did. He said this is the first one he's shipping out. And he shipped all 10 issues to me signed.
Wow.
He was a nice guy. So,
Awesome.
and then a surprise package. It was supposed to be 2 weeks before it got here. It took less than a week to get here. Last week on Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash podcast with Christian and the Zapsix, they threw out a trivia question. Said, "Oh, this will be a hard one. First appearance of Dick Grayson." I'm like, "Yeah, Detective 38." Not that kind.
I'm going to stop you right there, Kyle, for 1 second. You guys heard that right, Matt? Who's typing? All I hear is click, click.
Yeah, ain't me.
Not me.
Oh, I just want to say, like, Mike Zapsik goes live. Like, anybody that misses Comic Book Men, like Kevin Smith's Comic Book Men, he goes live on Facebook. And if you don't have Facebook or use Facebook, there is like this. I could send you the link to who's the other guy that's with them? Christian. He has a YouTube called Arcade something. I can send you the link if you need it, but they go live every Wednesday on New Comic Book Day.
Yeah. I could send you Zapsik's address, but you know,
It might be the address to the shop.
no, that's Zap's address. The house that got flooded during Hurricane Sandy. So I already know they're not there anymore. The address to the shop. I meant to bring this over here too, because this was fun to see when the mailman showed up with it. Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, Red Bank, New Jersey. So they didn't do art on it like Bobby did, but yeah, this Zaps had stuff in his attic when Hurricane Sandy flooded, and basically he got a Loot Crate box that he didn't do anything with, so they gave it out 5 years after Sandy. You know, they're digging stuff out. So they signed the box for me. Here's Christian. Then, let me see here.
That might be Mrs. Zapsik.
Mike, and that's Mrs. Zap right there. That's Mike. I was looking at it in reverse. I couldn't tell Mike's signature there. But this is a 5-year-old Loot Crate thing that was basically unopened. So there's a Rocket and Groot Q-Fig. Here's an up close of it. Groot on his head like that. Yeah, 5 years in this box. This thing still smells like a new t-shirt. The Goonies, never say die.
Thank you, America. America's Most Wanted.
So then that's only a large, so I tear the shoulders out. So maybe my wife will wear that or something for my waxing torture video. Which, now that the weekend's coming up, if she's in one piece, she will be posing in her TM Nerdy shirt. This had a set of colored pencils and a...
Oh, now you have no excuse. You have to draw on for the at-home editions.
I don't know what this is, like a video game or something.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a video
Destiny?
game.
Yeah.
Destiny. My son plays that.
There's a 3-patch set from Destiny. Avatar Last Airbender button. Loot Crate Guardians with maps and gaming stuff in there. And then along with the Q-Pop, they're probably the coolest thing in here. The Art of Coloring, a Star Wars coloring book from 2007. I just got this as a prize unopened, even though this is stuff from 2017 Loot Crate.
That's why I got the colored pencils.
Yep, you got the colored pencils and everything go with it. But yeah, that adds to my secret stash that I have of everything. And there are a couple of View Askew autographs there in Roscoe's possession at the moment for you, TM. So
I don't. Did he get them already? I'm not sure if he got it yet.
wow, then it'll get to him and get to you eventually. But at least that thing's in the mail. But
Well, I
yeah.
don't think I got those. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see how it is.
So, but yeah, that adds to my stash collection. If you want, I'll pull out some more Kevin Smith and all the guys' autographs. But you know, that's all I want.
I'm up for that. I'm
Was
up for
my
seeing
stash box.
more autographs and stuff if you're up for it.
I mean, it's sitting right here, so I can go over and grab it.
Look at that underbelly.
So there you go. You got some side boob on me, didn't you?
We saw that pink elephant, that pink dolphin.
Pink Dolphin. Yeah, I sent an autographed one of those to TM.
That's Brian O'Halloran.
And him signing my Vulgar DVD.
That is a very hard DVD to find.
I still got to get it to Brian Johnson to get him to sign that. I'll talk to Zap about that soon. There's my Jeff making jokes about that, and Jeff and Brian signing that. I don't have the DVD cover to the cartoon anymore because they kind of gave that away to somebody. But there's Jeff and Brian signing that. My favorite DVD cover signature, which is still missing a few, but there's Jeff and Brian up there, Muse down there, and Morris Day right there.
I have that, but in Blu-ray, and all I have is Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith's signature on that.
And then my Smith script book signed. Muse on the inside. And Brian and Jeff on the inside. And then if you want, I'll go over and grab the comic books Brian and Jason signed for me if you want to see those. If not, I'll wrap up here.
You can go grab. Batmite, did you pick up anything recently?
Yeah, I did. I can go get him.
All right. Cody, you got anything nearby that you want to show off? You want to talk about?
Yeah, I got a few things. So
Show off your new model.
oh, for sure. You guys are all much more comic oriented, and while I'm getting into comics myself, I am a toy person. So I don't know if you guys follow any type of anime, but Figma and SH Figure Arts are two anime toy lines that I follow. So I picked this up today, which is SH Figure Arts. This is just the dining room set and food and chairs and whatnot for my action figures. But the real nice thing that I just got was the Figma DX Rengoku from Demon Slayer. I haven't even got this guy open yet. But this one is a bit of a exclusive, and it actually came with a pre-order bonus face sculpt that I haven't opened yet. So I got these that I'm going to be opening up at some point. But the real thing that I can show off, because I literally finished it in pre-show, is the latest model kit that I've been working on. I've actually still got to take pictures for this because I intend on entering it in a build contest. But this guy is the main thing that we had to build around. And with Ash Ketchum no longer being the lead in Pokemon, I kind of decided to do a Pokemon theme. And if none of you know me, I like electronics and LEDs. So you
That's
can't
fantastic.
You can't see it on the Pikachu as well because of the lights, but I've got like 7 LEDs in him to light him up. And then the main guy here is chest breathes, and then I've got an LED on the bottom for like his thrusters. That
That is so freaking dope. So rad, bro.
Flickers at least a little bit.
So what you do is you customize this. So you grab the models, you like the Pikachu and that you grab them, but you customize them and then like get the. Did you like create that base as well?
The base I actually bought from a local Hobby Lobby. It's a hobby store here. I don't know how widespread they are. It was on sale, so it was like a $6 base. So it's actually a science display base for like your science fair stuff. So I took that, and so the base is just that, and then I have basically fake grass that I spread over it. The model kit was this one. So it initially, to at least give you some idea, this guy was initially all white. So everything on him I had to paint. And I pretty much went, I mean, like I said, I was going for Ash Ketchum. So his blue shirt, green gloves, his red and white hat. The little Haro is supposed to be the Pokeball, and then Pikachu.
That's fantastic. And how long did that take you?
So dope.
This about a month's worth of work, but I'd say it's probably 2 to 3 days worth of like actual work between painting, sanding, and doing everything.
It's cool.
So
That's
what I had to show off.
Cool.
All right, let's go to Batmite, and then we'll show off the rest from Kyle.
Oh, I have a stack.
Okay. Do you want me to go to Kyle first?
So you can Kyle.
Let me get these 3 knocked out, and then I'm gonna dip out anyway. So there's the Clerk's comic book signed to me from Brian. There's the Lost Scene signed to me over him by Brian. And then there's the Holiday Special signed to me by Muse. So that's about 2/3 of my View Askew autographs and stuff. The rest of them's tucked all over the place, so I'm not gonna fish them out. But I'm checking out with this one. I done flipped my laundry, so I'll watch a little bit more as I'm wrapping up. But just quick hi and bye, guys.
Appreciate you, Kyle. Thank you, brother.
Can you add some of my laundry in with yours?
Oh, there you go. Of course. If I can wash your unmentionables.
All right, just a sec here.
All right. So I get to smell them first, though.
Oh, yeah. That's a little...
Breathe deep.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. Now I get to spend the night fantasizing about snorting on your man panties.
The next, if I ever send you a package, my unwashed underwear will be in it.
There you go. So how many people tonight thought they'd hear the phrase snorting on your man panties?
Not
I
many
did,
people.
but that's going in my repertoire now.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good
Kyle.
night, Kyle.
See ya.
Love you, man.
All right. I picked up Infinity Ink 23.
Ooh.
Solomon Grundy. Infinity Ink 28 with Terror. It's the first appearance of Terror. I'm running out of room. Showcase presents the Doom Patrol.
Oh, yeah. Is that the first Doom Patrol?
No.
No?
I picked up a newsstand of a book I have, Batman 524, or Detective Comics 524. Some people know this as cameo appearances of Jason Todd and Killer Croc. Bats 226, the first 10-eyed man.
Never heard of that character.
Cool. And the new the new Teen Titans.
Wait, who was the last character? Who was the first appearance of?
10-Eyed Man.
I don't know if I
He
heard.
goes, he's coming closer. I can hear him, but we're both blind. How can he see me? He sees through his fingers.
Oh,
That is wild.
Yeah. Nice little Silver Age Detective 333. Another Silver Age 354. I Vampire in the House of Mystery.
Ooh. Nice. Speaking
The last issue of the House of Mystery with
I just read that.
People Leaving.
Titan. So, White issue 1. I think you'll try. I'll have to check that out.
House of Secrets with Eclipso.
nice.
The Witching Hour. I Vampire, House of Mystery. I Vampire and the House of Mystery.
How old is I Vampire? I thought it was like fairly new, but does it look like it's
No, he had a series. Was it I Vampire and New 52 or
Yeah.
something like that? Yeah, no, it's an older character.
Oh,
Elvira's
nice.
Holiday.
Ooh, yeah. I like that.
Elvira always wins.
Green Lantern 83 with Vincent Price. I bought this at this next book up. Image Comics did a series of Frank Frazetta books with Jay Photos and others that worked and collaborated on him. Death Dealer is one, Creatures, Dracula versus a Werewolf. I have a lot of those books. I posted them sometimes for Frank Frazetta Fridays, but this is one I never seen. And Jay Photos happened to be at the Pasadena Comic Con, so I bought it and he signed it. So Moon Maid with a nice Frazetta cover. Sorry for the glare.
Oh man, Frank Frazetta.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I know the glare is bad with these Mylars. Little Dollar Comics, Batman Family Detective comic, 482
What, for $1?
for $1.
What?
They're
I gotta
dollar
go to your dollar bin. I love my dollar bins, but that's a pretty dope dollar bin.
Oh, no, I think I had this for a couple bucks. It wasn't that expensive. Batman 312.
Oh, nice.
Batman 307. It was an interesting read. And then Batman 211.
Are you ready for Batman's
moment of truth?
Who is
Travis?
Batman?
It said Travis on it too. No, I'm just kidding.
That's all it came in.
That's
And,
awesome.
Yeah, a lot of that I picked up at the Pasadena Comic Con with all those DC horror books and stuff. So
it's fantastic.
and
So
my bat.
for those first appearances, you got them
And
for
my
cheap.
I like my bat.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think Doom Patrol. It's not their first appearance, but like to get their first appearance. Like to get Infinity Inc.'s first appearance too. But I think 28 was the first Terror character, the Terror with the crossbones. But yeah.
Yeah, all I got recently was that Batman book. I actually just won another key. I'm not going to tell you guys what key because I'm going to do a video and reveal
Okay.
it. But like,
That's
it's another key that I got for $21.
I'll tell everyone. Don't worry. So Travis.
And Travis, please be patient with me. I'm gonna try to go to storage tomorrow.
Never. I demand it right now.
It's funny because that book was featured on comic crowns with Mr. Keys and Black Crown and
Oh yeah, the comic kingpins.
yeah, it was on the Comic Kingpins, and they did throughout the years, their hauls, and they that book was came up, and I am like, oh, I have that one. I got 2 of those, and Keys was like going, well, there's some of us on the panel that would like it. I'm like going, no, that's all right. If I find my book, it's already spoken for. It's finding a new home to another Canadian.
Yeah, because that panel is the comic kingpins are a group of Canadians.
Yeah, but I said this one's going to a different Canadian.
Yeah, those guys are great. They got robbed on the hunt though.
Yeah, they did.
Hyper came in. Hyper introduced. Did you watch that show last week?
Yeah, I watched
Hyper introduced it.
and I watched the show when they were on it. At least I caught the end of it.
I wasn't there for FaceTime. FaceTime came in and he was wearing a mask for one of the episodes. Because he is, like, if you guys don't know, FaceTime, he just never has his camera on. You can just hear his voice. He doesn't show his face. Kind of like Bobby and CJ.
There's 4.
Should I start doing that? Should I start wearing a mask? My pigman mask again? Should I start wearing the pigman mask?
We just come out. You wear the Pigman one. I'll wear the Dragon one. We'll just be like,
All
we're
right.
Pigman and the Dragon.
Oh, that could be another DC villain. Is Mr. Pig?
Yes, and with like, I'm not sure like what he's taking from for if they're talking about Batman and Robin with Grant Morrison, because Mr. Pig was in that. And even so, if they take from that, will Dick Grayson be Batman for a little bit? So.
Will Nightwing show up? Period.
Mm-hmm. They'd have to. If you guys are going to start off with Damian Wayne, they have to at least mention, like, especially Ra's al Ghul and Talia al Ghul, but also Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, Jason Todd. They can go further with
Jason
that.
Todd has a kind of, would you say, resurrection by Ra's al Ghul? Lazarus Pit style?
Yeah. That's actually kind of funny too, because like that shows that Ra's al Ghul has some kind of humanity in him.
We'll see what kind of ends his, if he benefits from Lowe's.
I think Roscoe's trying to talk.
But he's muted.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's all right.
No, my phone's dying. I had to plug my phone in. It's acting a fool. Sorry.
It's okay. It's your show.
Oh, technical difficulties. Gotta love it, right? I do love technology, but not as much as you see. Oh, shit. Shout out Napoleon Dynamite. But I want to say thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone that's joined tonight. Thank you, Doreen. Thank you so much. Cryo, thank you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
That's why I have a TM nerdy. That's why.
The secretary.
I didn't go that far.
I'm just teasing.
I know. Rosko's like, I didn't go that far. He like
He's
leaves.
like, I'm out of here.
No, and it's funny that like all of these DC like who was it today? Two Brothers was talking about how people were like, you say it better. You were actually heard it. I heard it secondhand from you, Rosko.
Yeah, no, he did a live on Instagram today, and he was just basically saying like, he's like, oh, all these people come out of the woodworks now wanting these books that of characters that they've never heard of, but because now since they heard James Gunn say it, now everyone's going out. And he goes, he looked at eBay prices. He goes a couple days ago for a book. And he goes, you know what? I'm gonna see what they are this morning, and they, I think, doubled or tripled or something like. And he's just like, there it is. He goes, now all these people are gonna want DC books. He goes, I've been saying it for a while. He's like, DC books were the cheapest keys. DC keys were the cheapest keys, and he goes, and that's the thing. He goes, it's like, he goes, now everybody wants them, and now they're gonna skyrocket. Watch what happens. And sure enough, a lot of those books, man, I'm telling you, but he was like, you people.
I was like, you people, please. I have keys that I'm looking at that I want, that I need. And I don't need them to go through the roof right now because that's not in my budget.
Oh, we got Miss So. She was kind of underwhelmed. Yeah, there's some surprises because I never thought he would be mentioning the Authority, and I was expecting like a Lobo, and I was expecting who else was I kind of expecting? Dead Man. I was expecting those two to be announced.
How do we? Well, okay, so wait, hold on. Before you say anything,
go ahead.
How do we know that we're not going to get Lobo against Superman?
We don't. That's the thing. Like he could be a secondary character.
Mark my words right here on this show. Watch Lobo be Superman's villain.
I guess he just cut out there. I guess what he was saying didn't come through. Superman's villain. I still think he's going to show up in Supergirl or Woman of Tomorrow.
Never.
Wish they'd focus on other characters. They're kind of doing that with the Authority being announced. I'm pumped that they announced Swamp Thing because like that just opens up the door for so much more. But they're introducing Robins. Robin has never really been like the main focus in a movie. They kind of did it with movie back when they tried to do it and they introduced what's his name, the detective, and they named him Robin. Like his real name is Robin.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of weird, and then Batman and Robin back in the day with all of that, they never really fleshed that character out that much.
Blue Beetle should be interesting because this is a new iteration of Blue Beetle. Ted Kord died. The Scarab moved on, found a host in Jaime Reyes. A kid lives on a border town in I think it's New Mexico. And if the storyline that they had before 52 and during New 52 was really, really good. I hope that the movie was written as well as those books were, because if they are, then that could be a really good movie. And I haven't picked up Graduation Day, so I don't know what that is, if that's any good. So I don't know where it's gone from New 52, but if they do it right, it should be a great movie.
I didn't kick you off the show. I did for a second, then I brought you back.
Here, I thought that was his big mic drop moment.
And yeah, and Brave and the Bold could mean mini team ups because it's not Brave and the Bold wasn't just Batman. There was other team ups that didn't include Batman.
Yeah.
So
And even with the cartoon, like every episode it featured a new side character. Like it would be Batman, like Batman the Brave and the Bold. There'd be an episode where it was him and the Elongated Man, or him and this Green Arrow. It was never. It was always like a team up kind of show as well. So
yeah, but the Brave and the Bold, the original series wasn't just Batman. They had other team ups outside of Batman. I know whatever volume Brave and the Bold became Batman Brave and the Bold. And it was Batman and different other characters. But if they go by the original Brave and the Bold and have different characters that team up, that would be it could be an interesting show.
I agree. And like what John Stout says, he did say that he didn't announce everything. Like there is like another list of other things, and who knows when they're coming out. It might not even be like a straight line of these shows are coming out at this time, because how he announced it, he announced like a few things, like the cartoon, and then the Waller show, and then he mentioned the Superman movie that was coming out way before all of that. So he didn't give us a straight line of what's coming out, and this is the order it's coming out as. So there could be things that are coming out before half of this stuff that he announced. He just announced the half of it, so I'm excited.
Yeah. There was a book series, I actually have it, Batman Brave and the Bold, that came out in 2010. So, if they go that route, if they go original, then it could be, who knows who could be teamed up in that, because, your original Suicide Squad came from Brave and the Bold, not the Suicide Squad that we all see today, because there's been many iterations of that. But yeah, it could be interesting. What are you doing?
I had to go get the charger.
Go get your charger.
Yeah,
You charge Rosko.
Hello, I'm here.
It worked.
TM Rosko. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I feel like I'm having like. You guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We're
Make
still
up
having
tag team
technical
TM
difficulties.
Rosko. Maybe that's the tag team we have to bring onto the hunt.
I was talking about our team up earlier.
Look out.
TM plugged Rosko in. Always plugging.
Always plugging? Is that like you're saying? TM dirty. Always plugging.
Rosko, remember how you were saying like Lobo wasn't mentioned at all, like he could come into Superman, but like, what else do you think is going to get announced? I don't think you mentioned anything from that when we were talking about. What else do you think they're holding back?
See, I'm still new to the whole DC game, so I'm still learning things and stuff. But Batman's Rogue Gallery is absolutely amazing. But I think I was talking to you earlier, and I don't remember. But I would love to see Man Bat. I'd love to see Man Bat, a live action Man Bat. Like that would be wild. I think that would be so dope.
400.
So I think I'm that's what I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for a Man Bat, or Clayface. Clayface. Give me Clayface or give me Man Bat. I'm down. And Justice League Dark. Yeah, I got to read Justice League Dark. I want to read James Tynion Justice League Dark.
No, what you need to do is you need to start off with this right here by Peter Milligan. You start off with this and then read through this and then go on to volume 2. Read that. But yeah, this is how they got started, was in the New 52. The one people bash on the New 52. It did give us a lot of great stuff. Like it introduced the Rod, the New 52, Animal Man #1 from Jeff Lemire that introduced the Rod, which is like a huge kind of like thing. Like Doreen said earlier, that like the Rot could be up against Swamp Thing in the movie. Like it could be that storyline. So forgot Deadman was in that group. Yeah.
Deadman, Lady Xanadu.
I mentioned Deadman to Travis earlier on the phone.
Yeah, they could do Deadman for sure, because like he did mention that. He did mention Mr. Terrific like a while ago. So I'm not even sure how Mr. Terrific will get introduced, but
You have the entrant.
What's Mr. Terrific really from, though?
Justice Society of America.
he's a brain type.
Like, would he be involved in like Booster Gold, or like would he be involved in like? I was trying to think like where would he fit into what James Gunn said today?
See, with Booster Gold can show up in any period of time. He's from the future. Like he could come far back as to be like try to be a member of the JSA and try to be like a hero in that aspect. So it could be introduced in Booster Gold. Who knows? He usually doesn't go that far back. How far has Booster Gold gone? Because I'm not too familiar with him.
Booster Gold. Okay, I have his. Hold on. His first series came out in. I have it. I don't have my books. I have my first appearance of Booster Gold came out in 1985.
What month?
Release date was December. Cover date is February of 86. Detective Chimp would be cool.
Detective Chimp is in the last page of the new. I don't know if you're reading it, but Justice Society of America issue #2. He was featured, so he's going to be in Justice Society issue #3. It's a good story. They like what's her name? Helena Wayne, Huntress, is jumping through time right now, and it's great. It's written by Jeff Johns.
So Blue Beetle and Booster Gold was Ted Cord and Booster. I like Skeets. I like Skeets. So
didn't they
but
just
then you
introduce?
have-
Did they just introduce a new a new character that is like a mixture of Booster Gold and Blue Beetle?
Not that I know of. Because this is the second Blue Beetle, which is Jaime Reyes.
They had like a Gold Beetle coming, didn't they? Wasn't that like a new character, Yellow Beetle maybe? in the graduation day.
I think
I don't
was on
know.
the
I didn't pick up graduation day, so I have no idea what's going on there. I trying to slim down my modern pickings other than Nightwing, Tech, and Bats. I've gotten, some of the mini or maxi series that are going on, but I want to collect more. I want to save money to collect more on the back end. There's some big keys that I want. So, like the first Riddler, the first Silver Age Riddler, the first Silver Age Penguin. So
I've been using that DC app. It's pretty cheap to use and stuff. I've been reading digitally. It's pretty cheap. I get a lot of old back issues too that I can read through. Like I've been reading through. Been able to read like the first appearance of Animal Man, and I find it's a good app. And they have a deal now where it's like you can get a free limited time of like the Ultra, where you get some comics that come out that day.
yeah.
But I've been enjoying Danger Street. Has been fantastic. Dead Boy Detectives.
I read Dead Boy Detective. Danger Street's in my pile to read because I have a pile. I was trying to read the pile that I just got too because I try to read the old stuff that I've been getting.
Justice Society's been good. Stargirl's been good, and I think because Jeff Johns is writing both of them, I think that they're connected in a way because there's things that are happening in Stargirl that are good that I feel are going to be connected with what's happening in the JSA.
And like I got Dark Crisis. I read probably 3 or 4 issues, but I didn't get all the ancillary ones. So I don't know if this is moving into the quote unquote reboot that they're going to do or what. I'm not sure. I'm lost.
Dawn of the DC.
Yeah.
I'm interested because like what's happening over at the JSA right now, especially what's happening with Naboo. It's rewriting stuff. I feel. I'm excited to see what
Naboo,
comes.
isn't that the little monkey in?
Isn't Naboo the helmet?
I'm just teasing.
Oh. I was like, why am I explaining this to you?
Isn't it Naboo, the little monkey in Aladdin?
Oh, that's Abu.
I know. I was just teasing.
Oh.
You are mooted, Roscoe.
Yeah, I know.
I know now.
I'm having issues over here, especially now with my phone because it's plugged in. So now, like, I have this like static that comes when anyone else talks. So now I have to put myself on mute. So it sounds like I'm type. It sounds like when Travis was like, "Is someone typing?" And then I found out it was me. I was like, "Oh shoot!" So I'm like, I'm just gonna mute myself while everyone's talking, and I'll just be like, "Oh yeah, okay." I'm like all muted, just like. Yeah. I'm doing that. Just imagine my voice. No.
Oh yes, we got whack comics in the building.
Phil, it's still January here. It won't be February for another hour and 14 minutes.
It's been February here for 2 hours and 23 minutes.
Yeah.
Longer than me. I got 46 minutes.
Where are you at?
I'm in Wisconsin.
Okay. So you're Mountain
It's already
Time?
February
Central.
here.
Central? Me being in Cali, it won't be for another hour and 14 minutes.
Hey, Damien. Now, something I'm excited to talk about, and I'm not sure, but like Bleach, man. Bleach came back, and it's an anime, and it's freaking fantastic. 13 episodes dropped, all in English. now, English dub, so I watched through it. I think who else? Matt Spidey watched it as well, and he thought that was fantastic. Guaro, it is. I feel like they need to continue after this.
Well, they're going to.
Well, I mean, like after this storyline.
15 hours? Where are you? Where are you?
Oh,
Black
The what?
Oh, he's in Australia.
Oh, okay. I was like going 15 hours.
Yeah, though Bleach has a lot of potential to continue because once the 1,000-Year Blood War is actually done, I haven't read it all, but there are several books that go into other side characters, and there is at least a side story manga that deals with some of the assistant captains.
So you knew all of this. You knew all this before the show even dropped.
Oh yeah, I mean, I read the 1,000-Year Blood War years ago, so like I could spoil the entire thing for you if you really want me to, but I think you're gonna enjoy it more if you can watch it, especially with you having the realization about like Ichigo's mom lately, because that's not the end of that road.
Oh no, I that's just crazy. And then how Ishiro is now with the guy with the head of the Quincy's.
I
Ishida.
always forget how to Ishta. I always forget how to pronounce his name, but it's Yuwak or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just man, I'm so excited. I'm especially excited to see. Kenpachi has got Bankai, but we haven't seen him use it yet. In a way.
Well, you haven't. The nice thing though is Kenpachi's Bankai in the manga lasts for like 5 pages, and Tite Kubo has already stated that with 1,000-Year Blood War getting animated, he's actually adding more scenes to certain things that he had to cut short. Because the original manga run of Bleach kind of had to wrap its stuff up a little quicker than he thought he was going to have to. So a lot of stuff got cut. Like Ichigo's true Bankai, when he finally gets there, has something that's called the Horn of Salvation. Nobody really even knew what that was because it gets knocked out of play before he ever even gets the chance to use it. So in the manga, he attains this like highest possible level and then doesn't really get to do much with it.
I'm excited. I'm sad that one of the captains did die in order for Kenpachi to get his power. But
yeah.
And we could have fleshed her because like that was a realization that happened in that episode, and then you're like she's always been like that clouded mystery, and then like how the captain of Squadron 1 left her aside, and then we've come to find out this is the reason why.
And there've been like you always knew that she was a badass because there's multiple scenes throughout the anime where she'll say or do something and everyone just kind of respects her, and you don't like outside of her being a captain, you don't really know why until now.
Yeah, and especially like how she's just like the reason like Kenpachi is the way he is. He's always holding back. He's always holding back because he wants the battle to last forever. And come to find out that she does the same thing, that she wants the battle to continue. That's why she mastered the art of healing, because she doesn't want her enemy to fall down too quickly. She wants to battle them forever. She has that bloodlust, and like you never hear that coming from a healer.
No, and that was her her Bankai is specifically designed to extend battle as long as possible.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering if does like he have the same Bankai? Like will he? No, okay.
No, I mean Kenpachi is a berserker pretty much through and through, so his Bankai is much more that way.
He's always been my favorite character throughout the series. So, and then I thought Buddy Head there was another character. Forget his name. He's the guy. He has a 69 on his cheek. I thought he had a Bankai.
He does. I'm trying to remember
Because
what
like
his Bankai is.
because they bring him as well. Like when they're doing the battles with Kenpachi and stuff, at the end they bring him over and say you need to learn Bankai.
Yeah,
And I thought he had a Bankai, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
I know he has Shikai because you see that during the Arankar arc.
Yeah, everybody's like, Roscoe's like, I don't know what they're talking about, man. I hear Shikai, Bankai, Lubrikai.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I could find it fast enough at this point.
I like Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai.
Yes. I don't watch much. Like I don't read manga, but I don't watch that much anime. Not as much as like Cryo up there, but like Bleach was one of the ones where I started watching it when I was like, because it came out years ago. Like it's been a decade since the last episode dropped.
Yeah,
2012 was the last time it dropped, and then they came out with this 10 years later. And prior to that, it ran for 15 seasons. So I was pretty young when I started watching it. So it's just I liked it.
well, it's part of the big three for a reason. And if you're unaware, the big three in anime and manga are Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. And it's because during the time when they were running, those three titles carried Shonen Jump sales and everything. Like the only reason Shonen Jump and a lot of manga are even still going right now is because those three titles did so well. So they're all three of those are fairly old series at this point too, and they're all three now still going, with Bleach making its comeback.
That's crazy. I never really got into One Piece, and I tried to go back and watch Naruto, and I couldn't do it. Bleach will always be my favorite.
I just saw the news for Netflix that One Piece is releasing looks like a live action show.
Yeah, that's been in the discussion for a while. I wasn't even sure it was going to happen, but it sounds like the actual like creator and writers for One Piece are involved in it more than just some of the other anime handoffs, like the Death Note. So I haven't seen a whole lot on it, but it sounds like it's going to be fairly accurate. And I don't know if you guys are even aware of the other one, but Yu Yu Hakusho is also getting a live action adaptation too.
The one, what is
I'm
that
a big
one?
My Hero Academia fan. Oh, sorry, Travis. Go ahead, brother.
I'm trying to think of that one where people were giant. Attack on Titan. Didn't they do a live action of that too?
Yep, there are 2 movies for that.
And then they did a Bleach movie that just focused really. It was all right. It was pretty accurate, but like.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible, but it didn't do a lot either.
No, all it was like I'd like to see a continuation, like him enter the Soul Society, but it was just him gathering the powers of a Soul Reaper.
Yeah, well, and they kind of killed the shot for the Bleach movie to have a sequel because they ended it in a way to where the whole Soul Society arc doesn't even happen. Like he's got no reason to go there. So, but if you want something really fun and you can find it, because I had to watch it on YouTube in parts. Bleach the musical.
What?
You will have to watch it in Japanese because it is a Japanese Broadway play, but there is a Bleach the musical.
I don't know about that one. Roscoe's being Silent Bob right now.
I don't know anything about Bleach. I'm sorry. I know My Hero Academia plus Ultra, but I mean, you know,
Was there any talk about them doing a My Hero Academia movie, Demon Slayer movie? Because they did Death Note.
Yeah. I know My Hero has been talked about, but I haven't heard anything like is happening. So I would say nothing is happening now, but I know a lot of people have thrown the My Hero possibilities out.
I think they should make a live action Digimon with like high budget.
Yeah. I'd watch it.
I enjoyed the Pokemon, Detective Pikachu. I enjoyed the
Yeah.
hell out of that. I thought that was really cool. That surprised me. I didn't think I was gonna like it as like. I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did.
Yeah.
Like I was like, "Whoa, this is way cooler than I thought it was gonna be," and then I was like, "How is Ryan Reynolds gonna be the voice of Pikachu?"
But it works in a weird way.
I know, but that's what's so weird. I was like, "Yo, how do I like this so much?"
Yeah, that's one of those where I was actually pretty happy that they didn't do what the anime did, because Detective Pikachu was a 3DS video game initially that took a lot of elements from the Pokemon world but told its own story, and I think that translated to the movies better than like following Ash going from gym to gym to gym would. Because you're either getting a montage or you're taking 8 gyms and breaking them up into 4 movies, doing 2 gyms a movie type of thing. So I like that world better for movies anyway.
Yeah, they don't have to make an exact copy. Just keep to the theme of what's happening, because like the battles are there. They just don't like they have like a showing a little bit of the battles. They have it in the background. It's not the main focus. But in this world, this is what happens. But like, what else happens? Like, let's go into the everyday life of somebody that's in this Pokemon world that's not Ash Ketchum.
Yeah. Well, in the Pokemon movie, they even say that the city they're in doesn't do battles. So battles are a thing in the world. It's just where they are, they don't do battles. That's why they had to go to the underground area for Pokemon fights. Yeah, we might be getting a sequel for that now that we
I'd
brought
be
that
excited
up, but
for
I
that.
don't know.
I seen it in theaters, and when I did, I got like an extra little bump there just to get like food and that. I pre-ordered my ticket, and I have the digital copy on my Cineplex account, so I still own it. Like I can go like after this stream, and be like, you know what, I'm gonna watch Detective Pikachu now. And just click it and start watching it.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what movie we needed a sequel to, but we'll never get one? Maybe we can get a prequel or like like a prelude. But you know what I would love? I wish it came out was a sequel to Fifth Element. I think that would have been so dope. But now they may be able to do like a pre like lead into that. And I'm so down. Why haven't they done that? They should do something like that. Let's discuss. No, I'm just kidding. No, I was thinking that when we were talking about bringing up sequel, and I just thought I was like, you know what? I always thought, man, Fifth Element always needed a sequel, but everything that's going on with Bruce Willis, like we definitely
Yeah.
won't get that now.
He
Was-
he did give up his likeness rights though.
Yeah. Was that considered a box office flop, or did that do really good back in the day? Because I know like today it's really popular, but I guess I don't know if it's cult status or if it was just always that popular. Because if it didn't do all that well in the beginning, that might have killed it.
Yeah,
I'm looking it up now.
I'm not really sure. I mean, it could. I mean, who knows? It could have been a big flop. I remember that. It's a funny story. My dad, when I was younger, won tickets on the radio to see the premiere, like in my like in a in like what was it, Atlantic City, like at this or whatever, and and he was like, "Oh, you want to go?" And I was like, "All right, yeah." And but I remember that I was like, but it wasn't anything like crazy. It wasn't like a red carpet or nothing. It was just like, we were able to get tickets and we saw it, I think, a day or two before it got released or something. And but I remember seeing it in the theaters and I was like, yo, that was so wicked. But
It was
I don't know how
nominated
well
for
it
a few
did.
things. It was nominated for Best Sound Editing at the 70 Academy Awards and for Best Sound Editing at the 1998 Golden Reel Awards, but lost to Titanic in both cases. It won the BAFTA Award for Best Special Visual Effects and the Lumineers Award for Best Director. It was nominated for 7 Caesar Awards, winning 3 Best Director, Best Cinematography, and Best Production Design. It was nominated for Film of the Year at the 1997 European Film Awards, as well as the Hugo Award for Best Dramatic Presentation and the Satellite Award for Best Visual Effects. So it's
It doesn't sound like a flop.
no.
Right? Sounds like it did pretty well to me.
And it made the budget was $9 million, and the box office was 263.9 million. So they made their money back, plus some.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Doreen, have you ever seen The Fifth Element?
A long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's been a while. Oh, my books are going up.
Lilu Multipass. Dallas Multipass. Oh my goodness. Yo, one of my favorite lines from that movie though is when they're looking for Bruce Willis, right? And he sticks his taxi business card on the guy next door's door, and they go, "Oh, I think I found him," and they're like, "Hey, put your hands in the circles," and he's like, "No," I guess he was like eating or something, and he's like, and they're like, "Put your hands in the circles," right? And then my favorite line, he goes up into the camera and goes, "Smoke you," yo. And then it cuts to Bruce Willis, and Bruce Willis goes, "That's the wrong thing to say." And then they bust down the door, yo. But me and my buddies sometimes just we're like, "Smoke you," like, because I was like, "Yo, that's so great." Oh gosh.
Sorry.
All right. Travis says he'll be right back. So, but yeah, I love that. It's one of my favorites. So I love that. That's like one of my favorite sci-fi movies. Probably. I love that movie. Big Bada Boom. What other movie? Can anyone else think of a movie that would be awesome if it had like or maybe you thought it would get a sequel?
I'm sure I have answers to this, but on the spot.
Not to put you on the spot or anything. No. I was just curious because, like I said, when we said sequel, Fifth Element immediately popped in my head. But I was just curious if you guys had thought of anything, or if you were like, man, I can't believe this movie didn't have a sequel. Or like Twins. Why didn't Twins?
Because it
what
didn't need
happened
one.
there? Come on, Danny and Arnold. I love you guys.
Didn't need one.
I love that movie. That's amazing. I love those two men. I'm a big Arnold fan, so like, Kindergarten Cop, gold, right? I mean, Academy Award winning movie right there.
Hellion says Alita Battle Angel needs a
Oh, that is a very good. Yep, I 100% agree with that. That movie was awesome and ended on such a cliffhanger.
What was it again? I'm sorry, I can't see the chat.
Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that pick.
Yes, that's a good one. Thank you, Dan. Good job, Dan. Nice. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for hanging out with us, too. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate everyone hanging out. hanging out with us. I don't know how many people are in the chat, but thank you everyone for hanging out. And if you're watching a rewind, truly appreciate everyone. What up, Anti? How you doing, brother? Thank you for stopping by. But again, thank you everyone for hanging out. Appreciate you all. And if you want to hit that like button, it's up to you, or hit the dislike button. It's all right, whatever. But again, truly appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. So we're just hanging out. This is just a hangout show. Travis says he'll be right back, even though he's still controlling the chat with his mind. But anyway, like I said, we also want to put this out there. This is Roscoe's Late Night Addiction with TM Nerdy, and this is a community show. So if anyone ever wants to, feel free, hit us up and we'll send you the link if you want to hang out. Or we may just send you the link and be like, guess what? You want to be on the show? You got the link, so you can come on whenever you want to. So, so look out. Travis may be sliding in your DMs with that link. Whoa. But yeah, I just want to say thank you everyone so much. Truly appreciate you. And again, sorry about earlier with my whole computer. I don't know what the hell's going on with my computer. It's just acting a freaking fool. It hasn't been doing well. I'm glad it worked last night. If you missed the show last night, between the lines where me and Travis interviewed Trish Forsner, the artist from Stray Dogs. She also does My Little Pony. She just recently did covers for 8 Billion Genies, for Darkwing Duck, for Gargoyle.
And if you go on her, I don't know if it's her Instagram page or her Facebook page, and see the Ewok cover she did that was not for Marvel, but it should have been because it's better than the other ones that were made for Marvel.
Yeah,
Awesome.
she had mentioned that last night. She said that she saw the one from Ryan Brown. Now she's like, I'm not knocking his art, but she says when I looked at it, it actually gave me nightmares. She goes, they're supposed to be cute, and but yeah, I did see her fan made cover, and I was like, yo, when I saw it, because I saw it on her page too, I was like, oh man, that's a fire cover. I was like, I can't wait to see that. And then she says last night, she goes, no, I'm not doing one. And I was like, get out of town. You need to send that to me.
It needs to be done. It needs to be done.
Yeah, she was so cool. She's so chill. She was such an awesome person.
She's very personable.
Yeah, she was awesome. She was awesome last night, and she had and I think she felt really comfortable and chill too, because she liked the drawing aspect behind it too. Like she was like, as much as like she goes, I have to draw all the time. She goes, it was actually different just not doing an interview and just sitting there. She goes, so I thought that was really cool. Like, but overall, she was so chill. And I guarantee you, we're gonna have her back on the show. Actually, Travis, you haven't heard this yet, but I was thinking, because people were like, yo, you should get Tony Fleece on. And imagine if we got Trish and Tony on at the same time. That would be an awesome show too. Travis, if you hear me, what do you think? You let me know right now. If you don't say anything, then I guess it's a no.
I know Tony as well, so I've had him on.
Okay, Mr. Name Drop. Yeah, I know Tony.
He's a good friend of mine.
Dick. I know him all.
I already slid into his DMs.
That's for sure.
I wish she was coming out.
It was the way to catch Tony. The best way to message him is on Twitter. So he's been on it
apparently,
or through Trish. But the best way to get a hold of him is through Twitter. We can have both.
I guarantee though, if we talk to her and tell her, hey, the next time you come on, do you think you and Tony would be able to? I guarantee you, she'd be like, oh yeah, I just have that feeling she's like, she would want that, but or want to do that, But I like I said, she was so cool. I couldn't, thank her enough for taking the time out, and she had to do 20 pages of the new My Little Pony book by the end of this week. And I was like, yo, what? Oh, like, and you're still coming on this show? Like, I was so, but again, I felt so honored that she even agreed. I know Travis is like, well, I always talk to her. We're good friends. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. Here I am backstage. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I got Trish Forsner on. And then Travis is like, man, you know, like, no, I just, no, it was.
To the point where we're backstage after the show. And I don't know how it got brought up. It's just like, I'm surprised you're wearing a shirt or something. And then she's like, I'm curious. So we played her the clip of me slapping my tits. And she's just like, oh my, she almost fell off her chair.
That was so great backstage. Oh my goodness. Because we talked about this show and how wild this show can get sometimes. And then I was like, yeah, there was a while there where Travis sometimes didn't have a shirt on. And she was like, what? And I was like, oh, yeah, we have a couple clips of that. And then Travis played it, and it was great. Oh. God, that was fantastic.
Yeah, Trish is somebody like that you don't even need to be nervous about to be around. She's just an all-around great person.
No, I was fine. I'm just kidding. It was just funny because like you're like, you know, you're like, oh yeah, I've done plenty of shows with her and I've talked to her all the time. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, so but no, I'm not. I wasn't nervous.
I forget what
I'm getting down this
show she was on that I saw her on last, and she was letting out her I think it was on Cover Lovers not too long ago, and she was letting out her like her schedule, like her con schedule, where she's probably going to be at. And we're like going, are you coming out west? Are you coming to WonderCon? Are you coming to San Diego? And she's like, oh, no, but I need to come out to Disney. I need to come out to Anaheim. I'm like going, well, WonderCon is a particularly good time to come because it's right next door to Disneyland. But I don't think she's coming out west. So it's kind of sad because I'd like to see her.
I still gotta. I'm gonna take a little longer to post the at-home editions, but I have the at-home editions from last night too. I still need to post. But I first talked to Trish. Oh yeah, that's freaking sexy. I first talked to Trish like back when issue 2 of Stray Dogs was out. That's when I had her on and we were talking. She's on Near Nirvana a lot. Yeah. Looks like me. That's a comic I'm going to be picking up tomorrow, I think. I'm going to be picking up the new Silver Surfer. I'm a fan of Silver Surfer.
I forgot I was on mute, and I'm sitting here, and you're like, it looks like me, and I'm like, yeah, it looks like you, and then I said, this is me, going, damn it, Travis. All right, that's it. This is what I did last night on Between the Lines, where we had Trish Forsner. It was 90s cartoons, so I did Homer and Bart from The Simpsons, but I wanted to do a mashup, and I was trying to think of what to do. So I thought, why not do Bart as Silver Surfer and Homer as Galactus?
You know what I got to say to that?
Oh, God.
That's the video I showed her.
That was the video. That's funny. But again, thank you so much. Appreciate everyone's support. Thank you. It was a great show last night. Appreciate all the positive feedback that I've received from the community, saying how well the show was, how professionally it was done too. And I was like, What? Even with Travis there? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
And no, but
shots taken.
no, but I like I said, I got such a great response from that show. So again, I want to say thank you, everyone. Truly appreciate you, Travis. Again, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. Thank you so much for all your help. That show was just go. You just destroyed the chat last night. You did such a great job, man. You got all. You did so awesome. I can't thank you enough for all you do. So appreciate you, man.
All right. Now you say nice things about me.
Oh, where do I begin?
Oh, that's great. Now what's up in the I want to talk a little bit about Doom Patrol and Titans ending. I'm like I could deal with Titans ending, but I'm pretty sad that Doom Patrol is ending.
I like Doom Patrol more than I like Titans.
Have you been watching those, Batmite? No.
I work too much. I work at night. If I had to put everything in a queue and plus all the reading, I would never have any time to do anything. So no.
No Doom Patrol, no Titans. Doom Patrol's been fun though. I've really liked it. Have you been watching it, Crap?
Nope. I'm kind of in a similar boat. I've been working a little extra, so between work and trying to do model kit type stuff and the anime that I'm keeping up on, I don't really watch a whole lot else.
Yeah.
Rosko's watching Doom Patrol.
Yep. All right. Well, that was it about the Titans of Doom.
The panel is like split. We'll just listen to you two talk about it.
I've been loving it.
I'm actually not caught up. I'm not caught up on the new episodes yet of Doom Patrol. But to be honest with you, and I'm not caught up on the Titans either. But I've gotten more enjoyment. I mean, I'm not going to say Titans is bad. Titans is good. But to be honest with you, I'm a little weird. I'm a weird guy, and some of my comic books are weird stuff. But Doom Patrol is so freaking bizarre, out there, weird that I'm like, I have no idea what's going to happen next. So that show is like, but Titans, I'm like Titans. I'm not saying Titans is bad by any means, but like I said, I still haven't seen this newest season and the season before that, so I'm pretty behind on Titans. But Doom Patrol, I'm just haven't seen the new episodes, and I mean that crew. I mean Brendan Fraser, man, that's my dude, man. He played. I mean, you don't see him. I mean, you see him sometimes, but the majority of the time you don't see him, and you can the way that he talks and you can feel his emotions as a robot. Like I love it. Brendan Fraser just makes that he makes that character. He makes Robot Man. Like that's Brendan Fraser for the rest of my life now because of how well he played that character. Even when he comes back as himself, oh man, his story is great though. God, I love. Remember when he went down to the swamps and had to fight the gator? His story is. I love his story. He's my favorite character. My favorite character on there. But yeah, I really love Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is way better than. Well, I shouldn't say way better, but it's to me it's better than Titans because, like I said, it's just a little weirder and stuff. I didn't like Titans. I like Doom Patrol, but I haven't watched it in forever. Yeah, like I said, yeah. I mean, Titans is okay. It's good. But Doom Patrol was just so weird, and I love that. And then I loved Homeboy in the first and second season. Steve the Pirate from Dodgeball.
Yeah, I am trying to think of his name right now. I can't believe I can't think of his name. But the reason being is because he took the job to be a resident alien, to be the lead in that.
Which is a show I want to watch. I hear amazing things about. So
yeah, I can't believe I haven't watched it either. But he was perfect in Doom Patrol at the start, and like they even mention that in season 2. They say, "Oh, he got the lead in a bigger project." so
So they don't even hide why he's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked his character, but Resident Alien was a comic book. I didn't know that. Someone told me that. I was like, oh, that's awesome. So but I need to definitely check out that show.
Alan Tudyk.
Nothing but good things.
Alan Tudyk. I had to look it up because it was bothering me. That's his name.
Yeah, he was fantastic. But yeah, I'm gonna miss Doom Patrol. I'm surprised that they don't keep that going. I mean, that kind of I was a little upset about that. That this was going to be the final season, because I'm like, how are they going to wrap this up in this final season? I mean, they're going to have to do a lot in this final season, I feel like, to kind of like end Doom Patrol. But like I said, by the way I've seen episodes and how wild and weird they get, I believe they can do it. So, and apparently they knew before this season was even filmed that it was going to be the last.
Going on, people?
Oh snap! Look who it is. What's up, Simon?
What time is it where you're at right now?
It's almost 6:30 p.m. And that's Wednesday, just in case anybody's still on Tuesday. I always have to make sure I say that.
What is up, mad Spidey?
Yeah, home from work, had dinner. I went, they're still on. I can jump on for a couple of minutes.
So, being the huge DC fan you are, what do you think about all this DC news happening?
Who gives a flying?
Look up. Got the DC guy, or the DC's #1 fan here, Mad Spidey.
Oh yeah, hang on. I'll just put on my my DC sign right there.
How you doing, brother? Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight, man.
Ah, that's all right. It's I do need to do myself a video of some kind tonight, but I suppose I did one Monday. I released one Monday. Did a live last night, so I can maybe give it a miss. I'll see how I feel.
So I got a question for you. Did the guy hit you up yet about the prize?
Nope.
What?
I did. I replied to his message on my original, video, not the update video, but the original one. I said, "Look, dude," I said, "you won." I said, I gave him till the end of this weekend. I said, so that's basically like a week and a half. I said, look, you won. Give me a shout. Just get in contact with me. More than happy to still send it. But, be in mind that if you, if I don't hear from you, I will have to redraw because I can't be waiting around for weeks on end. So
you just send it my way.
I did draw a backup name, but I think I'll draw it again.
Oh, it was me, wasn't it? You're just like, oh, screw you.
No, it wasn't. What wasn't you? If it had been you, I would have messaged you by now. So, what's that? Did that bottle I threw in the ocean make it to you yet? Nah, not yet, Callie. I don't think it's even hit the country yet. Let me have a quick look, actually. And this is the thing that I've discussed before. Like, I've had parcels go from the States or UK or whichever, from there to here, and especially I'm using like the USPS tracking. it actually updates quicker on that than it does on our own Australia Post. Like, even though it might have hit the country and it should technically be scanned in and you should be able to track it, I've had parcels turn up at my house and it still says on Australia Post that it's, you know, in customs or in transit or something like that. So it's really weird. But yeah, it says it's been sitting in LA International Airport since like the 26th. So what's that, about 6 days or something like that? Let me have a look on the USPS website.
Is it getting shipped freighter? Because you might be screwed then.
See,
No, they don't do C-mail anymore.
what I do in that, I once I get a tracking number, I just set it up and it comes up USPS. Let's say all I do is like I change it up and I say Canada Post, and then all it says is waiting for item, because like they have it in their system. Canada Post has it in their system that it's going to get transferred over, and then I wait for that because like I can't look at it under USPS because it'll just say it's in transit from like the distribution, or I can't say the word. Distributed. I'm not even gonna try. You say it, Matt Spotty.
What, USPS?
No, distribution. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Distribution.
There we go.
There we go. It left LA yesterday. So it's been sitting in LA airport for like 6 days, and it left yesterday, which technically would be actually 2 days, because that'd be 31st in the States, not 31st here. So hopefully it'll hit the country in the next couple of days. That's all right. Not in a rush. It'll be some more content when it turns up. It would have been faster to throw in the
Spidey,
ocean.
I got to ask you, brother. I know you're not reading any new Spider-Man books, are you? You're not reading the new Amazing Spider-Man series?
I haven't read a comic book in probably 10 years. All I've done is turned into a collector, unfortunately.
Okay.
So
I was
like
say this new Spider-Man character that I was just talking about earlier today. His name is Wrap.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard. Like, I've heard of, what is it? Schism is one of the new ones, and I've heard of what's this new? It hasn't even. I don't think it's even come out yet. Hallows Eve is going to be like a new, like a goblin style bad guy or bad woman, whatever you want to sort of call it. So like I've seen bits and pieces, but I haven't read any of the storylines.
Yeah, this has been like it's been the series. It's called The Dark Web. It just ended, but they had brought some newer, like some new Spider-Man characters, and then they also brought in the Insidious Six, which is actually, I mean, I'm not gonna like with me.
They've done Insidious 6 before.
I'm a cartoon guy. Like I'm a big cartoonist, so like I see these characters and I'm like, yo, these guys are dope. Like they have the Grave Goblin, and it's like he's like the Green Goblin, but he looks like he looks more like dead, like he's like more of a skeleton goblin looking guy, but he's riding on like a coffin with wings, like like the Green Goblin, like the little thing that he flies on, but it's actually
sounds like something out of Wacky Races.
Yeah. Okay. So they also, but they like all their characters are like morphed in some way. Like they're all different. And instead of Kraven the Hunter, they have Kraken the Hunter, where like the Kraken from the ocean, like the thing.
Yeah, relates the Kraken. Yeah.
They have this big like tentacle, like this big tentacle monster that's supposed to be Kraven, but it's Kraken, the Hunter. This big rhino, like he's like a dinosaur, like rhino like character. Like I don't know, they're pretty freaking dope. I'm not gonna lie. I know some people are probably like, what the hell is this? But they're like a bizarro
alternate reality version
earlier,
sort of thing.
but like a bizarro world, like Sinister Six. This is the Insidious Six. And like I said, they're pretty freaking dope. I'm not gonna lie.
They
I like
did.
them, but some people
They did it. They did an Insidious 6 in the 80s or the 90s, which was basically some of the same lineup as the Sinister Six, but more of like they added like Scorpion. So Insidious meaning like insect or bug or something like that. They
This
sort of
one has-
focused more on the animal type ones. So like there was Scorpion, there was no Craven and stuff like that. So yeah, they have done Insidious 6 before, but they're obviously just doing it, as you said, like a Bizarro world, totally different spin on it.
because they do have Scorpion, but Scorpion is like Scorpion's more of like he's called Gorpion.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but here I'll show you. I don't know if you can see this, but here they are here. But like Doc Ock is like this like eyeball like creature floating head. He looks like MODOK, to be honest with you.
Looks like a beholder.
Right? And then
I was going to say, it looks like something out of the Dark Crystal.
Yeah. Hey, Travis, are you there? Can you make me big size, bro? If you're there.
There we go.
So there's like Lizard, but his name is like Lizard. I don't know. But there's Scorpion down there. There's the Kraken guy. Kraken the Hunter. There's the Rhino. There's the Grave Goblin, which actually he's pretty dope.
Mm.
Yeah, this Doc, what's his name? His name is Dr. Octoball. Like, what the hell? What's this about? Like, I don't know. But this guy was cool. The Grave Goblin, he was dope.
Mm.
This Rhino skeleton guy, he looks alright. He's pretty cool. He's alright. But the Kraken and the
it's almost as if like they've taken the Sinister Six and morphed it in between, like with like the Ninja Turtles bloody mutagen, and sort of made them like a Rocksteady and Bebop sort of style version.
Yeah, you're kind of right. I think maybe that's why I like it so much. But so all of a sudden the Kraken thing gets punched in the face here.
Mm.
And then you find out it's Parker Man.
Oh God!
Right
in his underwear.
Anyway,
his
he runs off. You can see he runs away. Later on, you're like, what happened to him? And then something happens to him, and then he becomes one of my new favorite characters, which is Wreck Rap. I like Wreck Rap.
It's like a cross between Spider-Man, Venom, and Hulk.
Yep. But he's like I was saying, he's like a Bizarro. I feel like he's a. Hey, what's up, Peter? How you doing, brother? But yeah, I'm digging these. I have a feeling he's going to have his own book here soon. Wreck Rap.
Yeah, maybe a mini series or something, possibly.
Absolutely, there's no doubt. Peter, we want to say thank you so much for your at-home edition last night on the show where we had Trish Forsner on. Between the Lines, if you missed it, go check it out. Watch the rewind. It was such a good time. But Pete, thank you so much. Peter, thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro. And hey, congratulations on 1,000 subscribers, bro. That's awesome. So, yeah, that was it. Mm-hmm.
Everybody's hitting 1,000 Everybody's hitting 1,000 subscribers except for us plebs.
That's all right. You'll be there before you know it.
Nah.
Just keep cracking slabs, man. I'm telling you, that's the key.
Like speaking of which, like this is getting ridiculous for me. Hang on.
Uh-oh. What did I start here? Yeah, I know. Thanks, Callie. I know it was insane. She's like, hey, and I'm like, oh, I did this one, and she's like, oh, I did 48.
It's like,
Oh,
what the hell?
Oh my
It's like
goodness!
That's a lot of cracking slab episodes.
Oh my good. Did you just get these recently?
Yeah, well, like I've had a few for a while. Like that's nothing special. That's just an EGS slab. I won that in a giveaway. That's the one I got from Rob in C3. That's the only one I won't be cracking. I'll be keeping that as is.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, you better not crack that one.
Won that and that in Spidey's powdered tumblers in a raffle.
Oh my goodness, those are awesome.
Got that and that from Little Nicky, Nick's Kicks and Comics, which he knows I'm not a slab guy, so I don't know why he sent me those. Like everybody's saying those that I purchased them.
You're not cracking that Drac, are you?
I'm cracking both.
Ah!
And I picked up this within the last couple of weeks. So only missing. At least I was, because I know people are like, oh, green label, be careful, and I'm like, I only want it for the book. I don't care about the slab. So, and I bought it from a guy I bought tons of stuff from, and he goes, like, it's literally just missing the value stamp. So that doesn't affect the story. So and he gave me a cracking price on it, especially for over here as well. So plenty of episodes to go.
When's your next one? When's your next crack test?
I need to have the missus with me, because she does the she'll do it with a phone. Like I'll set up with my phone with a tripod to get the broad shot, and then she'll just do the close up like I did with the first one. So then I can do the split screen. So I've just got to work out to do times for that. But all I got to do now is work out how next I'm going to crack one.
So
I think the Tomb of Dracula and the Hulk, I'll probably do traditional. I'll probably just do screwdrivers. I won't do anything too nuts on those because I spent a lot of money on those.
So do you have a name for this show where you crack slabs? Is it like crack that slab? Like where you should have like a ton of people say it at the same time.
Slab cracking with Spidey.
Oh, I love it. That's even better. Slab cracking.
Make me small.
I can't. I don't know what's going on. I have to. Okay, I'll be
my ugly mug. Don't look at my ugly mug.
What are you drinking? Oh, what? What are you drinking?
There we go. It's
all right.
What we call cordial, which it's basically I think it's like your Kool-Aid, maybe. It's just like a flavored sort of stuff that you put mixed with water.
Gotcha. And what do you call it again?
Cordial.
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 Yeah. Cordial, mate.
Oi, you want some cordial? Cordial.
You want some cordial, you cunt?
Oh, shit.
I'm out of here. I'm getting out of here. I'll have to take this.
There we go. They must have cordial in the UK.
Cordial.
Do they have cordial where you're at, Cryo, in Minnesota?
Cordial.
In Wisconsin?
What? No.
Yeah. Pepsi.
Out of here with your Pepsi.
What? You better bring him on back.
What's wrong with Pepsi?
I got Mountain Dew if you want my dog to play with.
Hey. The best.
Then trust me, it's better than the friggin' 3 monsters a day I was doing up until recently.
Oh. Yeah, no. I can't do that. I could barely do one. Back in the day, I used to drink Red Bull vodkas at the club.
Oof.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, until recently, because I do a pot of coffee in the morning to get myself going, and then lunchtime rolls around, and I'd crack a Monster or a Rockstar, and then halfway through the day, I'd crack another one.
I like the Monster coffee, the like Mean Bean Java Monster.
I love that
I like the
stuff.
one that they made with oat milk. That was actually really freaking good. I did not expect it to be as good as it was.
Yeah, I like the Irish blend when I can find it, but there's only one store around here that sells it.
I never could get into the energy drink stuff.
Me neither.
Most of them taste like cough syrup to me.
Some of them do, legitimately. And if my dentist has anything to say about it, you're probably better off to not.
Yeah.
I like I never liked the regular like Red Bull or Monsters and that, but the Java ones, yeah, the Java ones really stuck home for me. Like the Mean Bean, like Rosko was saying.
Yeah, we don't have any of that sort of stuff over here. We have like Monster and Red Bull and like the mainstream sort of ones, but none of this other sort of stuff.
So, did you pick up any DC comics this week, Matt Spidey?
You're gonna keep like trying to twist the knife, and it's just not working. I do have a couple of DC books there, but I'm either going to use them for Whack-Axe or I'll just give them to Simon. Then they're nothing books. It's just more books that they I bought one of Mark's mystery boxes when we did the hangout at C3. So of course, being him, he's going to be mainly DC. But I was like, it's all for charity anyway, so just buy one anyway. And so they're all nothing books. There is one of your favorite characters in there though, Trav.
Yes, there we go.
So
Stargirl and Catman.
yeah, so I got that. Yeah, so it's all, as far as I know, they're all nothing books, I suppose. So I don't know much about
Wait,
it.
what issue is that? Issue
22.
Okay, never mind.
So yeah, I don't know. As I said, that's issue 15. I don't know whether any of these, they're probably worth nothing, I'm assuming. That's a pretty cool cover though.
Yeah, I like that cover.
Nothing book, but and that one's slightly older. So yeah, I'll probably just give them to Simon. That's what I do with most of my DC stuff if I acquire any.
So have you been?
Good. Now make me small again.
you caught on. It'll be a lot of fun though. So anything else, Matt Spider? Matt Spider is going to be an upcoming guest on chatting with the comic community.
Yeah, after all the digs I made at him, Rosko, he finally we actually organised it. I've done everybody in the community. No, you haven't.
Listen, I got up at 4 a.m. for you.
So you fucking well should. No, I appreciate it. So.
Gotcha.
And it was
Travis.
fun.
You better first, Spidey. You better wake up earlier than that. You should have sent him donuts and coffee.
Do a Chip Getler and like, you know, Uber Eats or whatever like that, like donuts or chocolate or something like he does. But I miss Chip. I hope he's doing all right.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I miss Chip too. Yeah, I love Chip. He's such a nice guy.
And Panda made his return.
Yep.
On in the mix. God, he looks really good.
Yeah,
what did he say? He lost 90
fantastic.
pounds? 90 pounds or something he lost. Which I don't know what that is in kilos, but
it's
quite
a bit, man.
It's a fair amount.
Yeah.
I know a person that weighs 90 pounds.
Let me see if I can find a converter so I know what I'm talking. Actually, or should I say, all the non-Americans in here? So Trav and I will need the converter. Converter weight. I think it'd be about at least 40 kilos or something.
Triple G Comics. It is actually the first appearance of Steel John Henry.
Which one? Because first appearance of Steel was
First appearance in origin of John Henry as Steel in costume. Previously appeared in Adventures of Superman 500, but not in costume.
Oh, is that the book that I had?
Yeah, the
okay.
Superman.
Okay, I have 2 issues of. I have the regular cover that it has the green background. I have that one and in newsstand and direct, and then I have 501, which is the first full appearance of Superboy.
Yeah, there we go, Trav. 41 kilos he lost. That's a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Panda.
He's like I posted something up because like on that show he said he was actually in his town, in his area. He's running for mayor.
Oh wow.
So
why didn't Kyle hang around?
Yeah, he heard you were coming on.
Yeah, it's probably right. Well, I already had enough of him because I did a bagging and boarding stream last night, and he was on it for. I was on for what, about 3 hours or something like that, and he was on about 90% of that, and not any dirty comment whatsoever for the whole stream. I was very proud of him.
He's been really good lately.
Yeah, he has been lately.
Yeah, well, I told him if he ever jumps on my channel, I don't want, like, you know, and I'd comment here and there and whatever's fine, but I don't want any like full stupid stuff like, you know, him, Katie, and CJ sort of style, you know, dirtiness. I don't want anything like that.
Yeah, we had a complaint that I want to say last week or something. He was like saying weird stuff, and like it wasn't like getting like to the point where like moderators had to like accept it. It was just there, and there was kids watching and reading that, and I had a lot of people, angry people, messaging me about it. It's like, can you watch the chat and make sure that they're like so? And then yesterday, of course, last night we had kids in the chat as well. Like Comics by the Bay's daughter was watching because she loves My Little Pony and that. So with Trish on, so we're like, we got to keep it a little bit PG tonight. That there is kids watching the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I think sometimes you just got to put in that sort of stipulation because it can go a bit too far sometimes. But, you know, if it's one of those sort of hangouts where you're like anything goes, go for your life. But if like, because some people like me, like I don't really want that sort of stuff on my channel. I don't really want any sort of, you know, I'm planning to make sure that my channel doesn't have any, you know, copyright strikes or claims. I don't want any sort of, you know, complaints about language or anything like I'll drop, you know, swear words and stuff occasionally, but you know, I don't sort of go on a rant about it or anything. So, which is each to their
that's
own.
like this channel, you know, like with us, you know, I don't mind, but sometimes it, you know, it goes a little too far, and like, and I'm just like, okay, you know, like, you know, but you know, there's some stuff where it's like, okay, that's funny, you know, like I'll laugh, but like, you know, like you said, you know, you curse sometimes here and there, you know, but it's not like, you know, not profusely like, oh, F this and F that, man. Are you kidding me with that? You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But
if you can do it in context, then different story.
Yeah, and
But don't
but
just go on
again,
a
you're also on
tirade of
someone
it.
else's channel too. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, if it was your own channel, like, go wild. But you know, I mean, you're on someone else's channel. Like, you know, feel the vibe. You know, if I didn't say it, you know, like, you know, or if the person
Yeah.
who's running the show didn't say anything that's, you know, close to what that was, then, you know, maybe don't go that far. No, you know,
Oh,
like,
hello, puppy.
Yeah, I may have to dip. It's going on 2, and she wants out.
yeah, I'm actually going to get
So.
going here soon too. But I don't know,
Yeah.
Travis, are you going to keep going? I tried to message you like 4 times and you haven't messaged me once. So I'm calling you out.
Well,
on,
if you look what's going on, I'm putting some stuff on IG that
Yeah,
I
I
should
know,
have done a
but
while ago.
yeah, but I messaged you on IG because you keep tagging me in it. So I'm like, oh, maybe he'll read it. And then it's like, nope, nope. He's still tagging me and stuff, not reading it. I'm like, hey, did you read this message? And then all of a sudden, 2 more tags, and I'm like, nope. All right, man. Hey, I think I'm gonna get going here soon. Oh, I got tagged in 2 more things. Excellent. I guess he's not reading anything. So, but Travis, if you want to, bro, feel free to keep going if you want, bro. You know.
That's right. You can close it up.
All right, well, there you go. Matt Spidey said it's not up to you, Travis. So,
all right. Hey, Rosko.
Oh, what a cutie. Oh.
Well, I got
Hello,
to say
buddy.
thank you, everyone. Truly appreciate you all. Thank you so much for hanging out on the panel here. If you came on and you left already, thank you so much. Stop tagging me and stuff, Travis.
Tagging
me. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
this.
you for having me.
This is such a fun hangout. You know, even if Travis is here, it's, you know, we all try to have a good time. So
Yeah, it's been a blast. You know, I don't know how much I can really contribute being not all that knowledgeable on DC, but it's always great to hang out with you guys.
hey,
Screw DC. You're right.
I'm not knowledgeable at all on DC. I'm more Marvel, but I'm more indie than anything.
Hey, Rosko, guess what?
He tagged
you again.
Jinx.
Yep, there it is. TM Nerdy has tagged you in a post, but yet has not read your messages. Oh, cool. Thanks.
And it says that too. It says has not read the messages.
Come on, let's go play, Dad. Come on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right.
I was trying to hide the squeaky toys from her earlier.
Cryo, what's your dog's name?
Saris. Yeah, so to kind of to exfoliate my anime fandom, if you've ever watched Hellsing Ultimate, she is literally named after Saris Victoria from that anime.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That is awesome.
What kind of dog?
Awesome.
Oh, she's a mix. Free farm dog basically from my area. She's a hound Australian Shepherd was the dad, Black Lab was the mom.
Oh no, it's up in the corner there, so I can't really.
I love Australian Shepherds.
There's Helsing, the normal one, and then the ultimate right next to it.
Nice.
That's what I did for the past 8.5 hours. Dealt with animals. I work at a pet store. A feed store. You know, we sell feed. We have groomers. We have self-wash. I manage a store. So I call it therapy.
I'd love to work with animals, but I wouldn't want to clean up their crap.
Yeah. We've had accidents in the store, but you know, there's always enough people that are under you that can go pick it up. So you just sit around and delegate.
Clean that up.
Still in aisle 2, somebody needed to clean this up. So yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So Travis has tagged me again. I just want to say, does anyone have anything they want to say before we get going? Does anyone have anything upcoming things? Or...
Yeah, I am. I'll be on Mondo Milk Call on Team Nerd Herd in their new channel, Nearing Nirvana, tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Awesome.
7
Nice.
Pacific time. So I hope to see you guys in the chat.
So 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
I don't have a whole lot going on. If anyone's interested in toys and whatnot and model kits, I am Cryo Prime on YouTube and cryo.prime on Instagram. Check them out. I drop videos very occasionally, but toys, model kits, that's what I like.
Cool. Crack a
We
slab.
miss Chip. We miss Chip. I do the Rob song. You know, he's like, I'm not Chip. I'm not Chip. No. I'll have some stuff coming out. Yeah, it'll either be an artist series, it'll be a statue collection, it'll be... I don't think I've got any... Well, when the box for Kelly Comics comes, I'll do a Mad Mail call. What else have I got? Collectible show. I got some other series.
What's the collectibles show?
That's showing other stuff that I have besides the art, besides the books, and besides the statue collection. So they're obviously their own 3 different series, but collectible show is other stuff.
Other stuff. Okay, I'm going to drop some links here now because Triple G is asking for them. So I'm going to drop Cryo Primes first. Then I'm going to go and find the Mondo Mail Call for Batmite being on Mondo Mail Call tomorrow.
Yeah, they moved to Nearing Nirvana's channel.
Yeah, they did that, what, like 2 weeks ago, I want to say?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
Thanks, Pete.
Find the right episode because I got a lot posted. A lot coming up. Mondo Mail Call with special guest Batmite.
Yay!
So, and then I will drop Mad Spidey's down there. Looks like Triple G already has it, but I'll drop it anyway. As we do that, he's in the background. Rosko, what do you got coming up, buddy?
Hey, sorry, I was on mute. I do the we miss Chip. We miss Chip. No, we do miss Chip though. White Shadow.
I can see you.
What do I got coming up? I know I got something coming up on Friday over on Immortal Biggie Shack's channel. Me and Travis will be over there. I believe it's called the Comic Book Collectors Club. I think something like that. And yeah, they show off books and just have a good time. Just hang out, chat, kind of like this, And I think you show off books and stuff like that. And but yeah,
he's usually got all the big collectors on that. He's usually got like Man Cave. He's usually got like Man Cave and all the
he usually has people that have really good books on.
So I don't know why you're on.
There for. No, no, but you can catch me there. I think it's at 8 p.m.
Hey, you didn't give me a time.
Yeah, I know it's on before In the Mix, over on DJ Link's channel, and then I'm gonna be putting out a video next week, so keep an eye out. And then Mondays is Between the Lines with my man TM Nerdy over there, and but he'll get more into that because it's on his channel. So go make sure you follow him. Unless you're watching it on his channel right now, and if you're not following me, then come over here and follow my channel. Damn it! No, I'm just kidding.
That's the whole point of this. Doing it on my channel too, is so people can get the word out about you because this is your show. So get more people over here. I tell people everybody that's over on my channel watching right now in my live, leave my chat right freaking now. Come over to Geek Out with Rosko's chat. Where else?
Or else. And I'm super pumped to get the first appearance of Rick Rapp. Oh, and I did get something that was delivered to me today, and I didn't get to show this off. But there's not many people, and this is late, so we'll see if anyone sees this. But I got stickers.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
Nice.
All right,
So
awesome.
Claim.
look out! I got Rosko stickers. A friend of mine bought them for me for Christmas. He came over today, dropped them off, and was like, "Hey, I haven't seen you, man. Sorry. Here you go. Merry Christmas. I got you stickers of your logo." And I did kind of like this. He did like a tie dye like behind there, and I was like, "Dude, I love it." And
That's
then my
cool.
handle, little Geek Out with Roscoe's down there.
Yeah, keep
Almost
that-
like Harlequin covers.
Yeah. So I got stickers.
That is
That's
awesome.
it. Thank you, everyone. You're awesome. Appreciate everyone. If you watched this far, now you know I have stickers. And but don't get the word out. No, I'm just kidding.
We miss Chip. We miss Chip. We miss Chip.
Trav needs a shave.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So tomorrow I'll be pretty busy. I got Chatting with the Comic Community dropping back off of hiatus for a while. It's coming back. Be down tomorrow. It'll be the first one of the year. The last one I did was with actually somebody that's on the panel right now, Bat Mike. She was my last one of last year. So go back and watch that one too. But I have Cole from Cole's Comic Claims joining me. Super excited to get into episode 66 of Chatting with the Comic Community. And then after that, I will be over on Paul Cook's channel, Sector 2815's channel, for Guess That Key. So I'll be together with Paul, Legion, that's Mark from Legion of Comics, hashtag We Are Legion, and Beckerman. We'll be doing another rendition of Guess That Key. Then Thursday, I'll be over on Nick's Kicks and Comics channel for Nick's Kicks and Comics channel for Two Nerd Dads, and will be the theme of that show will be DC animated movies. So we're talking about DC animated movies and what we liked, what we disliked, and probably talk a little bit about the news from James Gunn as well. Then Friday, I'll be over on Biggie Shack's channel for the Collectors Club. And then this upcoming Monday on Between the Lines, we'll have none other than Cali Comics. You guys know Cali Comics has been sending in a lot of at-home editions. So he'll be joining us for Between the Lines. And then I have something else. I can't think of it.
So if Cole's episode 66, do I get to be episode 69?
I actually think you are episode 69.
Yeah!
Like, because I have... shit. I don't know, man.
I think you gave me 3 names, like that you said you'd done before me.
Oh, yes. So it's Cole, which is 66. Then it's Katie after that, which is 67. Then it's Paul Cook, which is 68. And Mad Spotty, who's 69.
Yes!
So you will be 69. I can't think of what else I have coming up. I who knows? I could show up on At Week's End over at Legion of Comics channel. Who knows? He did ask me today if I wanted to join him for the DC news, but I was busy at the time. I could barely even talk in the chat. But I just want to say, oh, yes, this next Tuesday we'll have this. Also, I might as well say this. I will be doing an unboxing. I'm not sure live or not, but I have a box coming from John's Comics for Kids. If you know, he does a show called Comigories, and if you win the at-home Comigories, you win some trades. I won some trades from him a while back, Volume 1 and Volume 2 of The Sandman. And he also added some extra stuff in there, so I'll be doing maybe a live unboxing of that. I also have... a reveal. I have a key coming in. I just got another DC key that I really wanted to get. I won it off of another eBay bid. I'll be doing a reveal of that sometime next week, maybe. And I'm busy. You just follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube, and you'll probably see me on a bunch of other people's channels as well, because I just love hanging out with all of you sexy people out there. So Roscoe, anything else?
Extreme close up.
Hey, you're muted again.
And all that build up is muted.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. But again, if anybody wants to hang out here on this show, hit either me or Travis up on Instagram. Like I said, TMs in the DMs is is a thing. So he may hit you up with the link anyway. But again, if you want to, feel free, hit us up. We'll be more than happy to have you on. This is just a hangout show. This isn't anything crazy. If you want to show something off, this is just like a community show where we're just hanging out. So feel free to hit us up for the link, or if you want to, like I said, if you want to be on the show, let us know, or between the lines. If anyone wants to, we are pretty booked. I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised that we have we're at the next couple months booked. But if you want to, please don't hesitate. Hit us up if you want to be a guest on Between the Lines. If we don't reach out to you, please reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to have you on. You know what I mean? But now I'm starting to branch out, and after having Trish on, I just was like, I'm going to hit up this guy that this other artist that I know, just randomly. And I hit him up and he's like, heck yeah, I want to be on. And I was like, that's awesome. So I was pumped. I was talking to Travis about it today, so we got to get him on a future.
Yeah, I can't believe you got Derek Chu to come on.
Yeah, I wish. No, this guy's like a just. If you read my story, there's a guy super creative, but he makes his own personal sneakers, and he just posted Heathcliff commissioned sneakers that are absolute just unbelievable. So I hit him up and I was like, hey, do you draw or do you paint? And he goes, oh man, I'm a tattoo artist, so of course I draw. And I was like, bro, you want to be on our show? And he's like, heck yeah, I do. And I was like, let's do it. So his name is he does on Instagram. If you go, like I said, if you go to my story, you'll see it's Bulls. It's Bulls, like Bulls, like design, like ink, so check him out. He's got some unbelievable stuff. I mean, it's killer. I mean, his just creativity is on another level. Like I said, like these shoes that he makes, he's made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shoes. You know what I mean? It's just the list goes on. And I thought that's all he did was shoes, but apparently, like I said, he's also a tattoo artist and draws and everything. So I was like, dude, this is awesome. And he just seemed like such a nice, cool guy. So we're gonna have this guy on, and it was super nice. So, but again, future episodes of Between the Lines, trying to get other artists. So I'm excited for 2023. So yeah, that's about it.
Do you want me to call Arthur Adams and see if he wants to jump on?
I would love to have Art Adams on the show. Are you kidding me?
I don't know whether he's changed his number, but I have his cell phone number.
We're gonna leave it on a good note. We're gonna drop off now, but I just want to say,
yes,
go Chiefs, go Chiefs.
I'm cool with that.
Go Chiefs, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and as Jason Mewes likes to say,
shut the fuck up! It's nighttime.